All right, friends, we are live.
Hello, everyone.
Cool. Oh, hey, Poke Nerd's here. That's one of my guys. What's up?
Sweet.
What's up, Poke Nerd?
Awesome. Hey, Poke Nerd.
Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us while we get started. We're still getting set up.
So, is the um
Sorry it took so long.
no, you're good. Um, the C Supposo person, is that one of us or is that someone else? Okay. Assuming with the no response there's someone else. So, for a little bit of backstory, we are a group that's been playing D&D for a little over a year and a half now. And we decided one day that we wanted to put this together for the world and probably started planning, what was it, like back in March, I think, like big time on this, and been kind of fine tuning some things, making sure everything works right, and we decided today's the day. So our goal is to stream every Saturday, alternating mine and Druid's campaigns. This is episode 1 of Druid's campaign. Bomb for short, but the full name is Band of Merry Men. So if you guys like what you see, feel free to tune back in next weekend, where I will be DMing my session, which will be Adventures in Moronin, or AIM for short. After our streams are over, they will also be posted on YouTube on the same handle, the Not by the Handbook. Not by the Handbook is our group title, or we felt it was name appropriate for a group that does not play by all of the rules. We do a lot of homebrew stuff. We do a lot of rule of cool here, and we figured it would be a nice fitting name for a little group of D&D players who, like I said, don't always go by the rules. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, especially while we're not actively playing, feel free to ask, and either I can answer them or a few of us that are in the chat can answer them. And then I will say, once we get started, we'll probably not be answering chats as much. But if we have any moments where we pause, we can answer any questions you guys have in those meantimes. But appreciate you guys stopping by, and hope you guys watch our adventures for a hot minute.
Thank you for that intro, Dark. It was very nice. Very
Very
nice.
beautiful. Very beautiful.
Appreciate that. Thank you much.
Okay. I have a few questions while I'm getting everything set up. Red, will you verify? I don't know if you have access to it. What date we arrived at the stronghold, the group Red, Hell, and Eska? I know that we have discussed it, you and me, Shadi.
Let me see here. We have
Candy, will you look up when Periwinkle came? I believe you can find that in docs. And then Tucci, will you look up when Thaedra came? I believe you can find that in the sibling Google Doc.
Yes, will do.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yes, yes, yes.
So let me get the intro out of the way while all of you are working on that information for me. Send it in a private DM, and I will be able to add it to my plans.
Me or no?
What was that?
Did you need anything from me?
No, you're arriving today.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so Alistair and Conan will be arriving today. Everybody else, though, arrived earlier. Okay. So, the date is November 1st. The sun is beginning to set behind the towering trees of Sherwood Forest, casting long shadows that stretch across the bustling stronghold. You've all been here for varying lengths of time. Some of you have walked these ancient paths for weeks, while others are still adjusting to the strange, hidden world within the heart of the woods. And even still, some of you have yet to reach this haven at all. But you will, all in due time. Despite any difference in your arrival, you've sought out the stronghold for the same reason: to find a place where you belong, and to fight for something greater than yourself. The stronghold itself is a fortress unlike any other. Its high, weathered walls rise up from the forest floor like a sentinel, ancient stone interwoven with thick vines and roots. Though worn by time, the walls are strong, imbued with elven magic that thrums faintly beneath your fingertips, a reminder of the centuries of protection this place has offered to those in need. You can see the craftsmanship in every crack, every stone set with care by hands long gone, but never forgotten. The stronghold stands as a testament to resilience, a haven against the chaos and corruption that plagues the country of Dresal beyond the forest's edge. For those of you who have spent weeks here, this place has begun to feel like a home of sorts, even if your only claim to space is a bunk and a footlocker in a communal barracks within the stronghold's walls. You've learned its rhythms, the clang of steel on steel in the training yard, the hum of voices in the vendor market, and the constant watchful gaze of the central tower looming above it all. The sense of safety here is rare, and you've come to cherish the moments of calm between your drills, your lessons, and the tense conversation about the coming war. For others, perhaps this place still feels foreign. You've barely had time to acclimate to the sights and sounds of the stronghold, to the people who move with purpose through its narrow streets and busy courtyards. But even now, as you walk among the makeshift market stalls and the well-worn tavern, the Moonshine Rush, it's clear that this is a place where people find purpose, whether they were outlaws, refugees, or victims of the king's cruelty, they've all found a place here, working towards something greater. And now, you too will have that chance. The vendor market just outside the tavern has become a lively hub of activity. Crude wooden stalls line the streets, offering everything from weapons to simple rations. In the forge nearby, a dwarven blacksmith hammers away at a gleaming sword. His muscles rippling with each strike, while in the alchemist's corner, a small celestial-blooded person, their face heavy with dark shadows from lack of sleep, carefully arranges potions and herbs. The scent of bread, stew, and roasting meats fills the air of the stronghold as chef prepares an evening meal for everyone after a long day of training. Some of you may have already gotten to know some of these people, heard their stories, trading them as if they were coins. Behind the market, if one followed their nose, the taverns glows warmly in the fading light. Words, I know how to use them, I promise. This is a place of comfort for many, a respite from the harsh training regiments or the bitter memories of what lies beyond the forest. Inside, the fire crackles in the hearth, casting flickering shadows on the rough wooden walls. Laughter, rare as it may be in these times, occasionally breaks out among the patrons, mixing with the low hum of conversation. The tavern may be old and worn, its floorboards creaking underfoot, but it's a place where weary soldiers can share a drink, where plans for the future are whispered in the corners, and where for a moment you can forget the weight of the world beyond Sherwood's borders. Beyond the tavern and vendor stalls, the land slopes gently downward, leading to the shores of Lake Belmont. The lake, a vast mirror of still water, reflects the towering trees and the pale evening sky. The docks stretch out into the water, simple but sturdy, their wooden beams slick with moisture from the cool evening air. Here, some of you may have sought solitude, gazing out across the lake as the sun sets, wondering what future holds, or reminiscing about what you've left behind. A few boats bob lazily in the water, and the scent of damp wood and fresh lake air mixes with the faintest smell of pine. The lake seems a rare thing, an expanse of peace and calm in a world so full of conflict. But the true heart of the stronghold lies ahead, in the central tower that rises above it all. Its pale stone walls catch the last light of day, veined with silver that gleams in the dimming sun. This tower, built by elven hands long before the human king ever set foot into Dresal, is both a symbol of strength and a beacon of hope. Some of you have already stood in its shadow, while others may have only caught glimpses of it as you moved through the bustling camp. From the top of the tower, it's said you can see all of Sherwood Forest, perhaps even beyond, to the lands that have been taken by the human king Daemon Amaranth. The stronghold is not just a sanctuary, though. It's a place of preparation. The training yard beneath the tower is alive with the sound of sparring and drills. Some of you have spent hours here by now, your hands blistered from the weight of a sword, your muscles sore from learning the ways of battle. Here, outlaws are taught to fight with discipline. Refugees are turned into soldiers, and the skill of seasoned warriors are sharpened to the finest of points. For those of you who arrived more recently, the sight of the training yard may still feel daunting. Men and women in mismatched armor, some wielding rusty swords and others expertly brandishing longbows, all moving with purpose under the watchful eyes of the captain. This place is a bastion against the chaos that has consumed Dresal. 1,000 strong, the band of merry men has gathered here, training in secret, waiting for the moment when they will rise to the challenge King Amaranth has taken. Rise to the challenge I'm really sorry, I'm struggling with this sentence. I'm starting it all the way over. 1,000 strong, the band of merry men have gathered here, training in secret, waiting for the moment when they will rise to challenge King Amaranth and take back the land that was once the elves. You've heard the whispers of rebellion, of the coming war that will sweep across the kingdom. Some of you may have your own reasons for fighting: vengeance, justice, or simply survival. Others may still be finding their place in the larger plan. But one thing is clear. You've all come to the stronghold for a reason. And now you stand on the precipice of something greater. The air is thick with anticipation, with the promise of battle, and with the hope that this place, this hidden fortress in the heart of the forest, can make a difference. Now, as the last light fades from the sky, the stronghold settles into a dark evening. The torches are lit, the sounds of the forest growing louder as the world outside quiets. This is your home now, for however long it remains hidden, for however long the fight lasts. You've all come here from different paths at different times, but here in the stronghold, your fates have intertwined. A war is coming. Fate beckons us all. Will you be ready when it arrives? All right. And we are going to start with Dark.
Hello, that me.
Hello. So, we are going to the Forge. In the Forge, we have a couple people of interest that I will be sending in chat. Okay. So, if you look at chat, you will see on the left, Ojas. This is our Forge Master here at the Stronghold. To the right, we have Tabs, who is our alchemist expert. They kind of run things around here. Tabs is a former student to Ojas, who has been here for a couple years, and Ojas has been here since the beginning. On a platform built near the main forge, there is a great hunk of artistry. Dark, will you go ahead and describe what your character looks like and then send the picture in chat?
Stop it! You're gonna make me blush. Okay, so Brennan is a warforge. He is wider than most door frames. He is meant to be a tank of a being. So even though he is freshly built, he still looks worn.
Okay.
He's built from scraps of old metal and things like that, and even with parts of him being freshly forged, for how massive of a character he is, parts have laid around for a while and gotten dirty, and other things have been forged on top of it, and finally his pieces have been put together. He stands at 6'10". Yeah, 6'10", I found it. He's almost 7 foot tall, but a very full metallic body with little engravings here and there from old armor pieces that were scrapped and then refitted to make this Warforged. I will send his picture in chat now.
Oh, that's a beefy boy.
He's a large,
He's a
intimidating
big boy.
character. But
Oh,
as
man.
well as being intimidating, he's brand new. He's just a baby. He's a new boy.
Speaking of just being a baby. Yes, we can figure that out for you, Ginger. You are standing on this platform. Your eyes are dark. You are not quite alive yet, but there's a stirring inside of you. You can feel the magic and the work and the dedication that has gone into you already forming something almost tangible inside of you. And Ojas walks over to you, bringing a piece of armor he had been heating under the fire and hammering to perfection. And he starts integrating it into your system the final piece of armor needed to complete your exterior. And he walks over to Tabs when he's finished with that, and from their small hands, he collects 5 rubies. These rubies are cut and shined to perfection with delicate runes carved into them. And you can almost start to see, but it's not like you're seeing with eyes. It's just like you're aware of what's going on around your fresh new body. And Ojas flips open your chest compartment, your access panel, and he starts integrating these rubies into these 5 slots inside your chest. As each one goes in, you feel more and more alive. As the last one slides in, there's this audible hum, and it's almost as if your body starts to subtly vibrate with electricity. Ojas closes the panel with a firm tap and a smile on his face. And he goes, "That should do it, son. You now feel your body in a way that you didn't before. Even when you were starting to gain consciousness, you feel connected and your eyes glow to life, and you are born. What would you like to do for your first action?"
I was in my head. I was like, well, I'll take a breath, but I don't have lungs. I guess I'll regard my creators, and then regard myself. I'll like look at my hands, and I will become aware of my body, and then I guess I would turn to Ojas and say, "Who am I?"
Well, that's up to you. Who do you want to be?
Give me just a moment. I've got to take care of something.
Okay, no worries. Brief pause.
I technically haven't introduced myself. Thought it would be a great opportunity.
Oh, yeah, because you were not here when we did the player introductions. Go ahead and introduce who Ginger is.
Well, I'm Ginger. My username is, Ginger Snap. I am an archaeologist in the Americas. Yay! They them pronouns.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mention it all as well, but I use all pronouns. Have fun with it. That's my only rule.
Am back. I apologize.
Welcome back. It's okay. We occupied ourselves.
What was it that Ojas said to me?
He said, "Well, that's up to you. Who do you want to be?"
I think I would try to understand the magic that I'm made of, like internally. Would you want me to roll for that?
Yeah. An arcana, an investigation, an intelligence roll, whatever you want to roll it as, let me know, and I'll adjust the results you get based on what skill you choose.
Both my arcana and investigation are both +3s, so I will probably do those. So a 15.
15 total?
Yeah, and I think because I said magic first, we'll go with arcana.
Arcana. Okay. So you kind of put your hand over your chest and you can feel the rotation of the gems in your chest. It's almost like the pull of a motor, and you can feel the magic rotating in your chest as these gems revolve. And you can feel that the magic of these stones is what is like powering your body. At least on a energy level. And the magic is producing this energy in your body, which has seemed to bring you to life.
Okay. I think with that, I want to really concentrate on the magic that's moving the things within me. And I won't respond to Ojas just yet, but I'll like think about it. And as I'm thinking, hearing the reverberations of the gears, things like that, the name that would pop into his head is Renan. And he would just say it.
Renan, that's a fine name. And he's gonna pull out like what appears to be the blueprints for you. And remind me real quick, what was the number we decided?
52.
For him? 52. So at the top, you see number 52. And he puts a dash mark after the 52. And in big letters, he writes RENIN.
As he starts to write the I, I'll catch him and say, A.
A. Like Renan?
Renan.
With an A.
Yes.
Whatever you say, buddy. And he like brushes off the part of the N he like had just barely started, and he turns the I into an A, and then it's an N. Renan it is. Well, welcome to life. I'll have to introduce you to your sister, Serenity. She's off doing cleric shit. This is Tabs. I am Ojas. You're probably wondering what's going on. Totally understandable. We are, well, I mean, I am kind of your dad. I created you. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. We're helping this great cause, but you don't have to worry about your responsibilities too soon. I hope. Like, I like my Warforged to have some time to breathe before they really like get sent out on missions. But like, today's your first day alive, so like, let's go find Serenity, and you can just explore and do whatever you want for your first day alive. How's that sound?
He doesn't respond, just kind of nods. And then I guess would follow him as he is going to find Serenity.
Okay. You guys find Serenity just outside the infirmary in between the market. So there's a stall right there outside the infirmary where Serenity seems to be going through some herbs. Let me send Serenity's picture in chat. This is another Warforged. She is much smaller than you. She has a holy symbol on her chest of a upside down pentagram with a moon intertwined in the spokes of the pentagram. This is Serenity. She looks up from the herbs she's looking at as she hears you two approaching, and her eyes kind of glow a little brighter, and she's like, "Oh, you finally finished him today, Ojas?" And Ojas nods and says, "I sure did, and he is perfect." Serenity, meet your brother, Renan. Renan, this is your sister, Serenity.
Serenity.
Serenity nods and says, "Yes."
I point to myself and go, Renan.
She says, "Yes."
I point to Ojas and say, Ojas.
She's gonna nod her head once more and go, "Yes."
And then I will point to like some of the herbs in the stall. And I won't say anything, but I just point to them.
She's going to say, medicine.
Medicine. And I will poke one of the bags. Medicine.
Medicine. Any other questions?
Not at this current moment. I more or less he's just like kind of taking things in.
Yeah. So anytime he's like wondering about something, Serenity is very quick to answer like what it is. She is very short and direct to the point. As she is stating this. But she's very quick to help him out.
Gotcha. I think, I mean, if I'm gonna be with Serenity for a hot minute, I think I would just like continue to like essentially build vocabulary, build like the simple understandings right now of like the birds and the trees and like the buildings and very much it's odd. He feels a little bit like an amnesia patient. Cause like he doesn't have to learn the language because the language is built in him. But it feels like he needs to learn the understandings of things.
Right, like what words are connected to what things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think for right now it's a lot of like pointing to things, trying to figure out things, and then eventually will connect things himself. But yeah, I think that is genuinely what he'd be doing for most of the day, unless he meets more people.
Wait, so it's evening time right now. I'm thinking like 7:30, maybe even 8 p.m. So late evening. So we're just wandering through the stronghold at night, making words make sense.
Fair enough.
Wonderful. We're going to switch to the next person now. Phaedra.
Yes.
You hear it the longest of anyone. What are you usually doing after a day of training around 8 p.m.? Wait, first of all, nope, actually answer my question first. Sorry, ADHD moment. Answer my question, then I'll ask you the question I just thought of.
Okay. Honestly, I think Phaedra would have been in the forge.
Wonderful. So you just saw Renan's birth. That's what you just saw from whatever you were working on. Like that was what you might have also been paying attention to. Go ahead and give us a description of what Phaedra looks like, and then send in Campfire Chat a picture of Phaedra for us.
All right. Phaedra is an infernal blooded. She has dark gray skin, blood red hair, and eyes. She has curved horns, very sharp teeth, and a long tail. She is 5'10" and pretty muscular. And I am sending the picture.
She is
Boss.
muscle mommy.
Look at those muscles.
Yeah.
That's a gym rat right there.
Yeah, that is a goddamn woman right there.
What was the Jersey Shore? Gym, tan, laundry.
So she is either on the training ground, training for becoming a soldier, or making weapons and tinkering in the forge. So right now she's probably inspired by Ojas and started to work on her own build, but she's nowhere near ready to finish it.
Wonderful. Give me a minute. Let me look something up. 2-minute recess.
I love the process that Brendan has to go through to learn words and stuff. Great.
I think it's great too.
Meanwhile, we are taking a break. I would like to say thank you for Chupakos for being here. He is one of my Hungarian friends, and he took time to wake up at an ungodly hour to watch us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Bless his
Yes,
heart.
thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, we got friends from Hungary on our first stream. I love it. That's
Poke Nerd, you did hear
amazing.
Muscle Mommy earlier.
Yeah. It's probably Fat Poke Nerd. Yeah.
You.
I mean, look at that picture. If it's not Muscle Mommy, what is it?
Daedra's a baddie.
Daedra is a baddie.
She's stacked.
Straight girl boss.
If she just like picked me up and carried me somewhere, I wouldn't ask questions. I'd just be like,
For
"This is
real?
where I'm going now."
Look, Phaedra and Redden need to arm wrestle.
Oh my god.
Oh, she would enjoy
That
that.
would be great.
She would enjoy that.
What is Phaedra's main weapon?
Right now, she. I have a question about that. Should I DM you or?
Yeah, DM me.
Okay.
Don't you know she's carrying them guns? Bang, boom.
Yeah,
Locked
she has the right gun and the left gun.
Locked and loaded.
I'll do it.
Does Gnomes count as a weapon? Is mayonnaise a weapon?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Because horseradish is not an instrument either.
Okay, so her main weapon is a short sword, and she carries a shield with her.
Wonderful. So, if I remember correctly, let me explain to our viewers real quick. A few of our characters have participated in like a prequel sessions where if they've spent a decent amount of time at the stronghold, we did some RPing for what they did during those weeks. Phaedra has been here for June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 or 7 months now. So it's quite a bit of time. So we may talk about 4 more things that happened in those sessions, but we'll try to be as clear as possible to not confuse you guys. Speaking of those things, you came to the Forge to speak to Ojas back in September, I believe, to get a weapon made for your cousin Arthur. who, for frame of reference, has not returned from the Feywilds yet. And you were also working on turning your longsword into a short sword.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. No,
Can anybody else hear me?
I
Yeah,
can hear
you're
you.
I
fine.
can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
I can hear you.
it's my problem.
All right.
So fast. It's my problem. Click.
Okay, so yes, please start again.
Okay, so you have been working on a weapon for your cousin Arthur, who at this point in time, for time reference, is not back from the Feywilds quite yet. But you have that weapon done. You worked on it with Ojas. While you were working on that weapon with Ojas, you were simultaneously working on your own weapon, turning your longsword into a short sword. During that time, Ojas took note of that. And as you were finishing up the final touches of it, he wanted to add something extra to it. And he asked you if he could take your sword to finish it up. It's still, you've done most of the work up until this point. He just wants to add one more enchantment to it for you. And as long as you were okay with that, he would have taken this opportunity like 3 days ago.
I mean, sure, but it's already enchanted.
Okay. I've got a workaround.
Okay.
All right. So you are working on, what's your next project then?
I think I'm going to start to work on plans for my Steel Defender. She's not going to be ready anytime soon,
Okay.
but I've got inspired.
Wonderful. Okay, roll me a intelligence check or a Tinker's Tools check to see how well you're doing on your planning session.
Intelligence check. So Tinker's tool check. Do I add my proficiency to that?
Yeah, you're artificer, right?
Yeah, I'm proficient with those tools.
Yes. So yes, you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. It's a 9.
9. Okay, so I mean, it's not terrible. You're getting some work done. But it is kind of frustrating and tedious right now. You can't figure out the fine points. They don't seem to be cohesive at this point. You're very new in your designs. So it's not really like working out the way you want it to. You know how like when you're trying to draw something and you just can't draw it like it's
Oh my
going
god,
in
yeah,
your mind?
I know that.
Yeah, like that's the vibes.
Okay.
I don't have a picture for you yet, but as you're working, you feel Ojas tap your shoulder, and you look up, and for the first time since starting to work on your design plans, you notice that he is no longer occupied with Renan, and he is holding a sword in his hands wrapped in cloth out to you.
Is that what I think it is? Oh, I'm going to take it and remove the cloth, and I'm going to just look at it very closely. I want to see every detail about it.
So you do notice that in the hilt he has put a red gem, and now when you like tilt your sword at certain angles, you can see these red runes etched into the metal of your sword. And he tells you that he has bloodthirsted your weapon. It is still a sword of warning, but it's got a bloodthirsty aspect to it. And I sent you in a private message exactly what that does.
Yeah, I Oh, yes. Wow. Okay, that's going to be great.
You'd like it.
Oh, I love it.
You were such a steadfast learner when we were working on your cousin's weapon. I felt like you deserved a little something extra, for yours.
Oh, thank you very much. I can't wait to try it out.
Please let me know how it goes. And please come visit the forges anytime. You were a pleasure to work with. Has anybody ever told you, Deidre, that you are brilliant?
Um, um, maybe once or twice, but honestly, I don't think it's that true. But thank you.
Wonderful. What's your plans after this? What would you like to do now that you have your new sword?
I don't think there's anyone out practicing right now. I want to show it to my mentor tomorrow. Right now, I think I'm going to stop working on that design because it's just frustrating, and I'm going to take my new sword, take my stuff, and maybe go to the tavern. I need dinner.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, you're heading to the tavern, and we are going to move on to the next introduction. All right. Candy, were you ever able to look in docs and tell me what Periwinkle's first day was?
Yes, I was. I sent it to you.
I must have missed it.
Periwinkle's arrival was August 23rd.
Oh, yep, now I see it.
Mhm.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so actually, then with that date, we are going to go introduce Eska next. Eska. How are you? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm sorry. I heard the name, but I'm not responsive to it just yet.
We're still getting used to Eska. Okay, so you arrived August 15th. You arrived on the ship with Not Your Average Circus. You have been here with the stronghold, though, the Band of Merry Men, since pretty early on. Your manager felt like your opportunities with the band would be much higher than with the circus. What they're training their bards for is got much more opportunity for growth, aka money to line his pockets. And so you had your own reasons for wanting to join the band for sure, but the quickness of it was definitely instigated by your manager. So you've been training with Gloss. Let me send Gloss's picture and let me move us to the tavern. Okay. This is Glossamer Bond. She is a high elf, and she is the owner of the Moonshine Rush Tavern. She's very kind, very patient, but also one of the strongest women of the band, I swear. She is not only a bard, but she is multi-classed with monk. So you've seen her stand up, break up quite a few bar fights, and it's kind of impressive. She's kind of small, and she just can grapple like nobody's business. What are you doing tonight on shift at the Moonshine Rush?
Is it just me?
PC in here. The Gloss is working, Chef Rush is working, probably Olive's working since it's evening time. There's quite a few patrons. Do you think you're on the stage serving? What do you want Eska's job
No,
to be
because
tonight?
Eska still hasn't. She's one level a monk, so she hasn't gotten bard yet.
She's training to be a bard, though.
That's true. Sure, let's try that.
On the stage?
Yeah, let's be on the stage. Let's say that Eska is doing a balancing act.
Okay. So, sorry, what was that?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry. So go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check, as well as tell everybody what your character looks like, and then send a picture in Campfire.
Okay, so Eska appears to be human. She's a young brunette, very medium build. And I will have to get her picture because I was not prepared. But I rolled a 10, which is that's a 16 total.
Okay. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So yeah, so you pull out a beam. You've been here for a while, so there's a few beams now that you've moved from the ship to the tavern, probably with Hell's help. That you use for your performances, and you get it out on stage, and you have one of the other bards there play some dramatic music, and you start doing your routine, and you do a pretty good job. You get 5 silver pieces in tips. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory.
All right.
Do you want to describe to us what your performance looks like?
Yes, sure. So Eska is using a lot of ribbons, and it looks very flowy. That's all I got. I'm struggling a lot to get this picture for some reason.
I think I can get Eska's picture. I got it earlier today. Let me grab it. I think I can grab it for you.
Yeah, because the only place I know it's at is the dock. I don't think I have it saved.
Oh, there's Eska.
There's Eska, at least as they appear now.
Because that's not big at all.
I wasn't trying to make it big.
I'm so sorry. I'm grabbing something for this next moment. Do you if my internet would work faster, we could move on. This is not what I wanted. Okay, after your performance, Gloss waves you over and closer to the bar, asking you to come hither.
Yeah, so they take a bow, a big grandiose bow, and they walk down the stage towards Gloss and say, "Hey, what's up?"
I wanted to talk to you.
Moss. Uh-oh.
So you remember a couple months ago when you and Hell and Red and some other people decided to sneak off for a mission, and then you haven't been on any missions since then?
Yeah, what about it?
That whole you not going on missions thing, I think it's going to end soon. There's rumors of it possibly ending soon. And meaning I think you may be going out on mission eventually. And I wanted to give you something to help, because you're young, you're not very experienced, and I just want to make sure you have every opportunity to succeed here with us. I sent you an image in our secret. Will you let me know if you like that or not? If you don't, I just will not be sending an image in chat this session. It's okay if you don't. My friend, are you there? Can anybody else hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
She's muted.
Just muted, yeah.
Sorry, my dog had a whole thing and was
Oh,
very
you're
Oh,
good.
gotcha.
How'd the dog go?
I'm not sure about it just yet. I don't know if I feel.
I'm trying so hard to get it close to what you sent me, and it's just not.
I know. Can I draw it?
I mean, you can. I just wanted to get something like final. Like I want it to be final if we share it on the stream, if that makes sense, like final version.
Oh, then I don't think it's final. I think it's a good attempt, but I don't think it's final.
Okay. Okay, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Do we like the color at least?
I think I could rock that, yeah.
This is interesting. Sending you another option.
Ooh, that's fun.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're going with. And we're changing the name a little bit. No, it's gonna be the same name. But I am gonna send it again, so it's next to the real picture. Okay. So let me send the picture in Campfire. She hands you this hat. She says, this is a magical item. Ojas helped me out with it, and Phoenix helped me out with the design. This will help you in battle while also helping you help others. And then I sent you the mechanics for this magical item, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. And she kind of just briefly explains to you what it does in terms Eska would understand.
Awesome. I can be more like a bard.
Yeah, it should help you with your bard training.
Great. Is Helen and Red gonna come with us?
Gotten details on what mission you're going out on yet, but I think they're on the same team or set to be on the same team. I don't know. I don't make the decisions around here. You know, I've got too much on my plate here.
Yes. And by the way, we're out of those little jar things.
The jar things?
Yeah, in the storage area.
Oh yeah. Olive also told me that I was supposed to get a shipment of them yesterday, but the boat never showed up to dock. Hopefully they're just delayed. Because if another one of our shipments got pirated, I am going to strike. I'm going to strike. I'll get Chef in on it, and then who will eat?
Hopefully me. I will definitely strike with you.
She just kind of laughs and she's like, "Oh, Eska, I'm joking. We could never strike. The stronghold wouldn't function without me and Chef Rush." Well, you've worked your full 6 hour entertainment shift. It's late. You want to grab a meal on the house before you go have fun with the rest of your night?
Yes. Can I have some of that pasta Chef Ref was handing around?
The white sauce one.
Yeah.
Which one? Red or white?
Oh, no, the white sauce.
The white sauce. Yeah. It's pretty good. I tried it. What can I get you to drink, love?
Just a bit of amber. Nothing too alcoholic. I don't really like that stuff.
Get you a cider, love. She goes and hurries off to grab your things and tell Chef Rush what you wanted to eat. And at that moment, Daedra comes through the door to find something to eat after receiving her sword. You have seen her once before. She's actually the one whose idea it was to run away to the Tooth Fairy Trove mission that one time you got in trouble.
Oh. Then
Yeah,
Eska
I'm a
would
bad
definitely
influence.
take her over.
What was
Sorry, Ginger.
It would be would wave her over, her head above her arms, just waving furiously, like, hey!
Pedro is going to wave back and walk over. Hi! How are you doing?
Guess what?
What?
I might be going on a mission soon. I guess they don't hate us after all.
You broke
Oh,
up there, Ginger. What was that?
Okay, cut out.
Might be going on another trip. It seems like they're warming up to us now.
yay, that's exciting. Did I tell you where you're going or what you're going to do?
Not really. Glass didn't say much about it.
Oh, you haven't been on a briefing yet. Okay. Well, good luck with that, and I hope to see you around afterwards. Tell me how it went.
Wait, do you want to eat with me?
Sure. What's for dinner?
Well, I ordered pasta. There's, the usual things.
I think I need some protein.
And Gloss
And
comes
maybe.
over. Gloss comes over as you sit down, and she's like, "Oh, Daedra, what can I get you?"
Hi, Glass. Can I get lavender tea and maybe some You know what? I'm going to skip protein tonight. I want something sweet.
What was the first thing you asked for? I didn't hear you.
Lavender tea.
Lavender tea and something sweet. Maybe a honey cake?
Oh, that would be perfect.
Perfect. She is going to take down your order. She sets down Eska's cider as she is notating what Daedra wants, and she rushes back to Chef Rush. As you guys look back, you see Chef Rush. His eyes kind of light up when he hears that you want a honey cake. And he comes over to you. I'm looking for his picture. Sorry, guys. For all of our viewers, this is Chef Rush.
Yeah.
Chunk.
Dark, for our Twitch stream. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. So Chef Rush comes up to Daedra and he says, I think I finally perfected the recipe this time. They were a real tough pastry to crack, that's for sure, but I'm so glad you told me about these. I kind of want to maybe one day visit the Empire to see what they're really supposed to taste like, but also maybe I don't, because then I might think what I'm making here is trash. But I hope you enjoy it, my love. I hope you do.
Oh, I enjoy all your sweets, Chef. You're really good at that. I mean, you're good at every food, but I'm really curious what you did with that honey cake.
Oh, well, you're about to find out. You wait right here. Don't move a muscle, okay? And he's going to scurry off back to the kitchen.
I'm going to slowly pick up one fork and slowly start to chew.
Okay. So, Deja and Eska, you can talk a little bit if you want before we move on to the next person.
Moss.
Eska and Thedra.
So, Eska, how have you been doing since our last meeting?
Oh, I'm getting used to performing now. I just got, what was it? And she pulls out her coins, and I forget how much she actually got.
It was silver pieces.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Did I just miss your performance?
Yes, it just ended.
Oh, maybe next time.
You'll be glad you saw it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, what about you? What have you been doing?
Well, I've been working under Ochas's hands, and have you seen the crazy shit he's doing nowadays? Those Warforged are on another level, and I want to try to build something for myself. I have to say it's going slow, kind of, and it's not really coming together yet, but maybe one day I will have my own.
Do you mean he created life? Like you finally finished it?
Yes. I mean, I was kind of
Amazing.
preoccupied. I missed the moment when it was brought to life, and I'm so sad about it. But one day I'm going to just check it out. I want to know how it works.
Well, I got to say hi. I bet they're a really great person.
Oh, there's no doubt to that.
Do you think it acts like a baby?
Probably. I mean, if I was born today, I wouldn't really know too much about what life is. Do you think we can play with it?
Play? I thought
Play.
you said it was big.
Well, that doesn't mean it doesn't like play.
We'll just have to see. I could really mess with him. With all of my personas, make something happen.
Just don't overdo it, maybe. But a little fun here and there couldn't hurt.
I love how you guys are like, do you think it acts like a baby? Let's prank it.
I'm gonna make sure it's okay if you upset it.
Come on, I'm good at these things.
Well, I wouldn't want to try how it acts when it's scared. It's a little bit too big.
She kind of steps back and looks aghast and says, "For you?"
For me, for everyone. Have you seen that thing? It's a whole complete house walking on two legs.
Well, no, I haven't seen it. I haven't been by the forge at all.
Oh, I think you're going to meet it soon. It's kind of wandering around, I think.
They just let a beast wander around like a gigantic
Oh, not
baby?
alone. Not alone. Not alone. It has his sister Serenity with him.
Oh, yeah, Serenity's pretty cool. She could tolerate that. Strong as
I
steel.
think she can handle it. Yeah.
All right. As you guys continue to talk, we are going to move over to Red. It's about 8 o'clock at night, November 1st. After a pretty brutal day of training, what are you doing right now?
He is lying on like his bed, complaining to health probably at this point.
What's he complaining about?
Just being absolutely just beaten down. Just muscles are sore. Everything hurts. Her mentor seems much nicer.
Go ahead for the viewers, describe what Red looks like, and then send a picture for me in Campfire.
Red looks like a human. More specifically, he looks like a hot one. He's has like his clan's tattoos like all over his body, fingers, arms, neck, a couple on his face.
Thud.
Yeah. Short curly hair, lying on his bed right now. Arm face. Does not want to move. And I will send a picture.
Do 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 do.
Wait, don't do
Yeah,
that. That's copyrighted.
No.
I actually
What is
don't
it?
know if it is, but
That's
probably-
not.
it'd be funny.
Just sing out of tune. No one will. Then they can't pick it up.
And there he is.
Him so pretty.
Pretty boy.
Thud.
Cute. Really cute.
All right, so Red is lounging back on his bunk with his head kind of like leaning back off the bed. And he's looking up at Hell, who is standing up at the foot of their shared bunk bed. Hell is my DMPC. She is an infernal blooded lichen. She has long blonde hair and like silvery gray eyes. She's got dark horns that curve in towards her head. She also has tribal tattoos on her face and her left bicep. The ones on her face seem to be runic in nature, and like from it's almost as if the ones on her face and the one on her arm are from two different cultures. The one on her arm actually looks much closer to the tattoos that Red has. And she is dressed almost always in her fire dancing outfits. She is currently a bard, and this is her picture. She's standing at the foot of the bed looking kind of irritated. And she's like, yeah, well, I just got news today that I'm getting a new mentor. So seems as if my time has come short with the nice mentor.
Oh, is there a reason?
It's a stupid reason, one I don't agree with.
Explain. Do tell.
They say I am wasting my physical prowess and strength advantage being a bard. And I have officially been assigned to Cage. They want me to learn to fight like a barbarian.
Huh. You are very strong. I don't. Did you explain you don't like to fight like a barbarian?
Did mention I took an oath of nonviolence. And the little teller person at HQ, I don't even think they're anyone of importance, just kind of laughed at me. And asked me why I joined a war effort if I took an oath of nonviolence, of which I couldn't give them a straight answer.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a weird snapping sound.
Oh, it's because I'm fidgeting. It's because I'm fidgeting with like a little fidget thing.
Gotcha.
That was my bad.
You're good.
That was the ADHD.
I didn't know what it was, and I just wanted to make sure. Wasn't sure somebody's mic was like picking up something weird or if it was an intentional sound. You're good.
Thank you for the location reminders, Meech, by the way. I appreciate it. Wonderful. Okay. What was the last thing that was said? Oh, she's like, of which I couldn't really give them a straight answer anyways.
Maybe just a not your business if they're that mean lady. I won't be doing that, but you for sure should.
Maybe it was a mistake to come here. I don't want to learn how to fight to hurt people. Like, that's not what I want to do.
Well, I'm having my ranger training and it's going how it's going. But I train by myself on the side. I don't see why you can't.
I mean, Gloss told me I can still come by and get training from her whenever I want. I have pretty much been independently training for my fire dancing. I'm not worried about losing the skills I want to develop. I just don't want to develop the skills that I've been assigned.
I would say try calling in sick, but when I tried that, I got dragged out of here.
Yeah,
So.
I remember that. Annabelle's screams were very loud that morning. I appreciate you doing that immensely, so much.
I thought it would go very different. I really did. I don't know why I did, but I did.
You really thought that Annabelle would let you sleep in?
I thought maybe she'd like warmed up to me a little. She did not.
Apparently sleeping with the teacher doesn't get you always.
I mean, you'd think it would. Really didn't. Really didn't. Probably not gonna stop.
Maybe she's types that's like extra hard on her favorite student?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay, maybe she's just like this for everyone then. There's an option too.
It makes me feel better if I just think of it that way. Honestly, I could use a drink. The woman got me drinking too. That's fun. You want to go drink our problems away for a second?
You know what? That actually sounds like a great idea.
He's gonna take off his armor and put his cloak back on to get like ready to head to the tavern.
Hell is gonna stand there until you're ready. Because she's already ready.
Do you think I don't care. I was gonna ask if I should shower first. I want this now. Let's just go.
So we head to the tavern. We walk in right where we left off with Eska and Thaedra. Eska and Thaedra, you look towards the door when it opens and you see Red and Hell come through it. They both seem
Wake
to
them
be
over
in,
again.
they both seem to be in a foul mood, but there is a slight raise in at least Hell's demeanor when she sees Eska waving them over. And
Same.
she heads Red over. You two have your food by now and your drinks. Hey, mind if we join the party?
Nice.
Not at all.
Thanks. He's gonna just down.
Gloss is gonna move on over and take your guys' order. What can I get you?
He's gonna like start like whispering to Gloss to level with you. Annabelle's gonna kill me. I can do backflips. Do you need more bards?
Oh, honey, I am not and will not play with my own life and snatch some of Annabelle's mentees. That is too much to ask of me.
It's fair. I'm sorry. Can I just have something very strong that doesn't taste like poison?
You want some tree sap shots? Sweetest we got.
Yes.
Hell goes, make that 2 and make them double shots.
Maybe 3. I could use some strength in my tea.
3
Kids?
coming right up.
Right.
What did Eska say?
She goes like, "Can I have some of those cakes that they're just having? That looks delicious."
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course.
It's the taste of home.
It's the taste of home. Yes, Gloss is gonna scurry over to Chef and tell him about the honey cake orders. And then she's going to come back with a bottle of tea tree sap. And she is going to pour 3 double shots and hand them to you. There we go. Just let me know when you need more, okay?
Thank you.
Hell is going to take her double shot all in one go. She is going to set down her cup and go, another.
Red's gonna like very kind of shake after he downs it.
Okay, now that we have started drinking, we will be using our alcohol, alcohol mechanics. I've sent it before in staff in 1E. Drinking and intoxication. You all have an intoxication threshold. To calculate that, you take your race and get a modifier from your race. So real quick, for the people drinking, we're going to figure out our intoxication thresholds. So you're going to take your constitution total score, not the modifier, your total constitution score. And then you're going to add your racial modifier and then add 1. So Eska, I don't think you're drinking, but just for your knowledge, you have a -1 racial modifier. Thaedra, you have a +0 racial modifier. As well as Hell has a +0. And Red also has a +0. So it's just your constitution score +1. And then for Eska, it's just your constitution. And the tea The tree sap, there we go. The tree sap shots are worth 4 intoxication points. Once you reach your intoxication threshold, certain things will start to happen. So let me know when you reach it.
I'm dropping my shots into my tea and drinking it slowly.
Wonderful.
Good houses 2 more. He is very he's drunk.
He takes 2 more, or just 2 in total.
2 more shots, like -8.
So he
Jeez.
takes 2 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's on me. I took 3 total. My initial shot, -4, and then he just took 2 more. So -8. He's at a 3, his threshold.
He's at a 3 now? Okay. Hell is, when you take your 3rd shot, Hell wants to keep up with you, so she's also taking a 3rd shot. She's not as drunk as you. Wait. But she's close.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe I'm done. And he's just gonna kind of like lay his face on the table and look at everybody as they do their thing.
Be done. We just started, Red. Don't be boring.
Okay. He's gonna take.
Eska kind of lays her head in front of Red's and says, "Hi."
Hi, Eska. Can you pour a shot? I got beat up by Annabelle, but training.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. I'll probably live. We'll see. I thought I had like difficult training before I came here, and I was wrong. I was wrong. It was not this consistently bad.
You'll get used to it. Believe me. When I first started training with RJ, I thought I'm going to die.
I might just die. This might be where it happens. I thought I'd have a fuller life, but this might be where it happens.
Let you die, dummy.
Because I can't move my arms.
I wasn't able to hear what you said because I was talking over you, Shoddy. What did you say?
I asked Eska to pour a shot into my mouth because he can't move his arms.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Oh, Eska would totally do that. She'd grab another shot and just like she's gonna pour it in your mouth like you're a baby really, really slowly, like you don't have a swallow reflex just yet.
I'm entertained.
Thank you. He's like fully slurring. It's at a -1.
Hell is gonna get like a little sparkle in her eye. Okay, you're at a -1. Beautiful. So you're at your intoxication threshold. Let me know when you go 2 points over. So that's just 1 more point, or 5 points over. So right now you have a +3 to any charisma-based check you make, but a -2 to any intelligence checks that you make.
Dang. Okay.
You are officially drunk.
+3 charisma. Meaning he has a +1 to charisma checks. He's gonna kind of like shoot up from his head being laying down, and he's gonna go, Miss Gloss, do you have food? Gloss is not there. He's just kind of like talking to the general direction he believes she probably walked in and hopes she can hear him.
Wonderful. Since you're talking to no one responds. Hell watched you take that shot, and she has her shot in her hands, and she's standing by Eska, like putting her drink in Eska's hand, and she's like, okay, you know the show we do where you toss the ring at me and I stick it on the fire pole that's in my mouth, and like the ring catches on fire as it hits the pole, and then I toss it in the air. You know that trick we do?
Yeah.
Okay, toss this at my face, and I will catch it.
Okay, so Eska kind of stands back just a tiny bit, and then
Wait.
Underhand throws.
Wait. You step back. You start to lob your throw. You start to like measure your throw, and Hell goes, wait, and she's going to cast Produce Flame, and she's gonna catch the rim of the glass on fire. She's gonna like put a layer of the alcohol on the rim of the glass and catch it on fire. And she's gonna hand it back to you with the glass now aflame, and she's gonna go, okay, now throw it.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check.
I am thoroughly entertained. I'm not sad I missed that because show now.
Oh boy, this is gonna be awesome.
So that's a 7.
That's great.
Okay, let me see.
Oh boy.
Let me see if Hell can roll acrobatics enough to cover for your 7. Dirty 20. Okay, so you underhand toss it, and it is going to fall short. It doesn't make it all the way to Hell's face, but she kicks her foot out, and her toe hits the bottom of the glass, and it goes straight up into the sky, and it starts to flip as it reaches its peak, and she like puts herself underneath it. And as she does, the glass tilts and pours into her mouth perfectly. And before the glass can hit her face, she grabs it and then bows.
I'm going to clap.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. She stumbles back to her chair and she's very off balance.
Are we doing tricks now?
Yeah.
Well,
we're
Hell
doing
did
tricks.
one. Do you want to do one?
They're like, he's convinced that like, oh no, this is a show we did not prepare for. He's gonna like just like frantically around and then like see the balance beam, and he's gonna like handstand walk on that, and then try to flip off.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, what do I add to that? That's fine. That's not bad.
I'm going to prepare cure wounds.
Oh, where should I be rolling this?
You can roll it on regular dice. You can roll it in the campfire chat.
I think it'd be fun if we could all see it. I'm gonna roll it in here for now.
Okay.
Druid, did you get my message?
I will look at it now.
Gotcha.
He got a 10.
Yeah, so you're not necessarily doing the best performance. It's more like it's more like when you see like a 10-year-old discovering the balance beam for the first time, and you can tell that this kid probably is like dexterous enough to do the gymnastic stuff, but like there's no practice put in. Like it is all like just experimenting with the balance beam and like throwing your weight around. There's no real flourish or like routine or dance. It's just like awkward exercise.
Okay, he's going to dismount, cross his arms, very clearly upset, frowning. He's gonna take a shot. He's going to yell at the world. Let me try again, and he's going to jump
First
on
of all,
into the ceiling.
before we go any further, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! Wait, okay.
Because once you cross your intoxication threshold, you have to roll to see if you pass out every time you take a drink.
Oh, that's lovely. You see, I think it's just a +2.
This is gonna be
It's
fun.
for a nat 1.
It's a nat
That is a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Or 3.
Wonderful. So you say, let me try this again. And your finger goes in the air and you take a step towards the balance beam and you collapse. And you will be unconscious for 1 hour.
Nice.
What are you at? Are you at a 5-point intoxication threshold now?
Yes.
So, not that it matters because you're unconscious, but you now have a +5 to charisma checks, disadvantage on intelligence checks, disadvantage on wisdom checks, and -3 on attack roll.
I'm kind of glad I'm asleep now. Wow.
We are at the midway section, the halfway mark for our stream, a little bit over it actually. So we are going to do a short break for chat interactions. Personally, my Twitch chat is malfunctioning, so I can't see what people are saying on my end. So I will need someone to read that.
I will say there hasn't been a whole lot of chat interaction. I just had somebody say hi. Their name is Mr. Awesome. I know Mr. Awesome personally. I had
Well,
him
then he is
join chat.
awesome.
He is my uncle.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Mr.
All right.
Awesome. Welcome, Mr. Awesome. We're glad you're here. I am going to step away from the computer to get a glass of water and stuff. So I will be right back.
I will
Behave while I'm
be
gone.
doing the same. I have to grab more water. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I need to step away
I
too.
will also do that.
We're all
Okay.
gonna.
Run away!
Who's gonna be left? Who's gonna be left? Whoever is left, it's
I'll
your
be
job
here.
to talk to the viewers. Okay, Candy,
I'm
entertain
here.
the viewers. Dawson and
Entertain
Candy,
them.
it's
Alright.
your show now.
Dawson and
You
Candy,
two are
come
in charge.
Cool.
All right,
Well,
Dawson, what do you think about the characters we've met so far?
Got some interesting ones. Yeah, I'm very interested to see. I know what I'm playing, and I'm kind of noticing what I didn't know what everyone else was playing beforehand, and I'm like, oh, we are not balanced. I'm like, we are not a
Yeah.
balanced team. I was like I remember, I know what I'm playing. I'm not gonna say it yet, but I'm like, I know, and then I see what everyone else is playing, and I'm like, I so far I'm like, and I know I'm not a healer. I don't think we have a healer.
Oh, we have a healer.
We have a
We do?
cleric.
No, but we have
So
someone
far, it
with
doesn't. Because so far, I'm like, we have no healer. Like,
healers. Okay, other types of healers. We have at least a bard with cure wounds.
all right, it's something.
Oh, Thaydra Thaydra said that she has cure wounds too. So like we
We actually have
Alright,
two.
we're kind
I mean, that's something, but that's not
It's a cleric. It's a
Hell
bard.
also has cure wounds and celestial healing.
terrific. We're doing great, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hell,
we're
I kind of designed Hell to be our makeshift healer.
but that's like an NPC, right? That's not. Oh,
It's my DMPC. No, Hell will always be around on your guys'
Oh.
missions. She is
Okay.
my DMPC. So, I mean, I treat her like a PC. It's so I can play with you guys. I wanted to play with you guys this time.
I want to DM and play
Yeah, that's what Hell is.
You too.
because it's the hell with it. Ah.
I made a joke the other day and then I got hung up on because of it.
I don't remember.
Was it Shoddy that hung
It was
up
the
on
fun
you?
guy.
What?
Yeah, it was a fun guy. reference.
You knew it would happen.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
fully
if
knew
you
it was
tell,
going to happen.
yeah, if Shoddy feels the wind shift a certain direction, he'll disconnect you from call.
It's not the wind shifting.
Oh, wind beneath my wings.
Stop, we might get copyrighted.
No, you're fine. Trust me, if I haven't been copyrighted on my stream, we're not.
No, I'm not seriously concerned about it. I just wanted to say the bit.
Believe me, we won't.
We haven't tried bringing a Disney though.
Day 1, 3 viewers. You're banned. What happened? You sang a song. Were you just that bad? Yeah, we were pretty out of tune.
And you're great. You're golden.
Just tone deaf. Oh.
It was 3 altos and no harmonizing.
Yes, I got your back.
I don't know what the ranges mean.
How are you guys liking the scene changes? Are they working well?
It's really nice, actually. Helps set the mood.
Cool.
I have returned.
Welcome back. The house is on fire, and I may have dropped the hairdryer in the bathtub while you were gone.
As long as there was nobody
That
else
is-
in the bathtub, we'll be fine.
Well, don't go in the bathroom.
Yee.
How's it going? I put the house down. How are you doing? Wait, why are you saying it casually?
So you don't freak out.
I think it's more freak out that it's casual.
Nobody
That's
said
more
anything in
deliberate.
chat.
What was that?
I said nobody said anything in chat.
No, I feel like there's like 8 viewers, and I feel like most of them are us in the stream.
That's okay.
Maybe.
That's okay. But if we
That's
do,
totally fine.
if we do have anyone listening in chat, now is the time to get your questions answered, or just say hi and get a shout out. While we wait, is everybody back yet? Who are we still waiting on?
Tucci? Question mark?
I'm here.
Oh,
I
okay.
think we have
Then I don't
everybody.
know.
I think we have everybody.
Ooh.
Just listening, enjoying the scene.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, Twitch does have like usually a delay of like 10-15 seconds, so just so you know that is a thing.
Yeah. I'm seeing
Yeah.
the delay.
Fried rice on Twitch.
Hey, Chupacabra, I'm happy you're still awake.
Yes, thank you very much for absolutely destroying your sleep schedule.
For us, that is the sweetest.
It's a weekend.
honestly.
It's a weekend.
I would have
That's
so
exactly
much
what he said.
I could not.
Your sleep schedule isn't that bad.
Mine.
No, I was responding to Mr. Awesome.
Same here. What is sleep?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I can sleep when I'm dead. That's how I feel about sleep.
But I'm dead. Jeez.
Whew.
People tend to die if they don't sleep, though, so...
So it all works out.
Exactly. Sounds like an early bedtime for me.
The circle of life.
The circle
Very small
of
circle.
life.
I'm very upset. Someone on Twitch.
I don't know what sleep is.
Fried rice.
Exactly, Mr. Awesome. I don't know what sleep is at all.
We must find this person.
What?
We must hunt them down.
Who?
Whoever chose to ban Shoddy Fried Rice on Twitch.
Oh, you're making a handle?
Yeah, and someone took Shoddy Fried Rice. What? Who?
Go find him. Just look
Let's
that name
see.
Yeah, go fight him.
up. Hey, just do
I'll
what?
be there for you.
There can only be one of us.
There
There
was
can.
no- I wonder if it took me on a different email. Wait.
Just try to keep the wrong puns in. No.
I have so many emails.
It's fine. Shami doesn't have power here with banning.
No.
Just us.
Again, guys.
I got moderation power.
Yeah, the only person who technically can ban anybody is me and Dawson right now.
Well, I hope you like puns.
I don't know if anyone else will get the reference, but I kind of feel like Galir from Dimension
Yes.
20 Fantasy High because I'm eating yogurt out of the container right now.
Oh,
Did you spill it on your shirt?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm back.
It turns out I was Shoddy Fried Rice because I knew my phone number and not my email address.
Oh, so
Hey.
you were the imposter.
Okay, you gotta punch yourself in the face now, Shoddy.
Gently.
Try
Square
to
up.
take-
Square up.
That's called rolling a nat 1 on your like wisdom.
That's for sure.
He simultaneously rolled a natural 20 on deception and a nat 1 on insight. Am I Shoddy Fried Rice? Imposter!
To make fun.
Shoddy looking in the mirror and going, "You have my face. You are my face."
It's a very fast word. Oh, look at you. Go you.
Okay. We're going to keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
We do. We swim, swim, swim. The sea monkey took my money.
Okay. Periwinkle.
Yo.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
I have no idea what to give you for your magic item.
that's
No
okay.
fucking clue. Not a single one. Not an iota of anything. So
Go for a full fire.
you will get yours next session.
That works. I'm okay
And
with
I
that.
promise I still love you and you will be getting your magic item. You are not the redheaded stepchild because you're the only one not getting a magic item today. Please remember, God loves you. Okay?
Ew.
Yeah. Except I might be a redheaded stepchild.
You've never heard of it.
What do you think Periwinkle is doing?
Uh,
You have been here
see,
since
I had this great idea. Periwinkle is giving themselves snake bites.
oh,
Okay.
just by themselves?
Yep.
Where?
They have like, I would imagine they would be.
Maybe in the
Where
barracks?
has mirrors? Yeah.
Where?
Yeah,
By
it'd
the-
be in the barracks.
Yeah, I'm thinking the barracks by the wash area. That's where the most like running water is. I don't have a picture of the wash area in Foundry, but I do have the barracks.
So,
All right, so you've got your supplies. You found a needle and you sterilized it with some vodka, and you're leaning over the wash basin. Roll me a sleight of hand check to see how well this goes. Actually, before we make any rolls, go ahead
Somehow
and describe what your character looks like, and then send the picture of Periwinkle in Campfire.
okay.
So somehow I deleted the whole chat.
Nice.
It says the chat was cleared by moderator, and I'm like, I don't know what I did.
That was me. You didn't
that
do
was
that.
you. I was like, I
Uh,
didn't click anything, and how would I clear it?
It doesn't. From what I can tell, it's not that it's clearing it per se. Because it's still showing on my end. I hit the like where'd it go? Auto mod thing or whatever.
Whatever. All right. Anyway, way back to it. That was just so weird.
My bad.
Okay. So Periwinkle. Periwinkle is where in the world did I just put that sketchpad I had? Oh, I found it. Periwinkle is human. We'll say that. They have band-aids, or like gauze pads basically, one on the like that covers the middle of their nose, and one on each cheek. They have periwinkle colored hair, silver eyes. They're very, very pale. Like this, just stepping out into the sun, you'd think they'd be like on fire. They have freckles on their face and on their shoulders. And let me send the picture. They do have tattoos. I haven't decided what tattoos yet, so I'm still working that out, but they do have tattoos. But yeah, they are just your average human that forgets how to walk.
Wonderful. While you often forget how to walk, you have not forgotten how to hold a needle steady. You've probably had some experience piercing before, maybe not your own face, but like you've been to plenty of sleepovers from where you're from. When you were younger, and you very successfully give yourself snake bites.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to have an NPC cross paths with you, but I'm trying to decide which one. Okay, no, I know who it's gonna be. Okay, so you hear a pair. No, you don't actually. Not with who this is. Just as you're getting the final piercing through on your left side, you hear a voice right next to you, and Annabelle makes her presence known. She's a lot closer to you than you expect at first. But luckily, she says something right after you finish pushing the needle through instead of while you are actively finding the correct spot. And she is going to say, well, that's fucking tough and impressive.
Periwinkle's gonna like kind of tuck a piece of hair like behind their ear, like, oh, and sign, why, thank you. Compliments from the lady herself.
And I do want to make clear for viewers, Periwinkle is using common sign language right now. Whenever Periwinkle is speaking, that is what they are using. They are a non-verbal character. Annabelle kind of laughs and says, as pleasant as this distraction is, I was actually looking for Red. Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
Roll me a
Have I
history
seen Red?
check. Roll me a history check.
But okay, let's roll. What is my history? Oh, I have proficiency in that. Hell yeah. 20. And that's plus. Okay.
Nice.
Well, damn.
Yeah, you know that about 20 minutes ago, he left the barracks. And you did overhear Hell saying something when they left about them going to get food. Or going for drinks, I mean.
I think they went to get the Periwinkle's gonna kind of like move their hands around as they think of what word it would be. The bubbly stuff, the fun stuff. That's what they went to go get.
They're drinking without me?
Seems like it.
How rude.
Finally
You
go
wanna
bombard
go?
on their parade.
I was gonna just ask if you want to go crash their party. We are on the same wavelength, girl. Come on, let's go.
All right.
All right, so Annabelle and Periwinkle begin heading to the tavern. We enter the tavern and we see who we're looking for. Red, collapsed on stage, unconscious. Hel and Eska are still trying to perfect their trick, which Hel has now been referring to as a money shot. And Thedra is just sitting there watching the two circus performers perfect this trick.
Can I drag Red down from the stage?
Yeah, where are you putting him?
Just, I think I'm going to sit him up, leaning his back to the bar. So he's going to sit between the bar seats on the ground.
Okay. Let me roll a perception check for. Nope. Yep. Hel has not seen Annabelle yet. Does Eska or Daedra want to roll to see if they see Annabelle come in?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Nat 1.
Daedra, way to win the money shot.
Yeah.
What about Eska? Is Eska rolling?
Sorry, muted again.
Mhm.
I don't think Eska would. Yeah, I don't think Eska would bring her or want to bring her over even if she noticed.
Because Eska does not care to interact with Annabelle. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure I understood. Annabelle's eyes scan over to Red, and she kind of rolls her eyes and approaches. Phaedra, looks like you're on babysitting duty.
Yeah, he kind of knocked himself out.
She's gonna roll
I mean-
her eyes.
I think he's fine.
Oh, he's fine, but he's not gonna be if he does not drink with me. So she's going to put a finger on his forehead. She's going to cast Cure Wounds on him, which is going to take away some of his intoxication points. And as soon as he regains consciousness, she's going to put another shot in his hands and say, "You're drinking with me." Let me look at how much her Cure Wounds is. How high can I cast it?
After you look at that, look at your chat.
Okay. At a third level, because you only take away half the rolled number of intoxication points, not full. So 11, 15 divided by 5, rounded down, that's 7. You can take off 7 of your intoxication points.
Okay, let me write that down. 1 second.
And you blink, your eyes open, and Annabelle is right in front of you holding a shot of bourbon.
He's gonna still tipsy, clearly. He's at a 6. He's gonna like sniff it. Like, that doesn't smell like something.
It's
What's
not
it-
an option. She interrupts you. It's not an option.
Okay. And he's just gonna like take it back.
She's gonna take a shot with you at the same time.
What is this worth?
What
Like
do
if
you
the
mean?
other one was a -4.
Oh yeah. This one is a -2.
Okay. I'm sitting at a 4.
For until you're at threshold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you don't have any additives or minuses yet. You're not at your threshold. Let's go to, real quick, we're going to pause here and go to another intro. Dawson.
All right.
I'm going to Open your doc because I want to make sure I'm remembering things correctly. Okay. So I will address this in a minute. I'm going to step away from my computer. I will be right back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
I have to switch up my microphone device. Is everybody hearing me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're still good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I can't see any of the chat either.
Yeah, I think I fucked it up.
Yeah, with the chat, there's only one thing in the chat right now. It's just Poke Nerd, but
My
you
bad.
deleted the rest of the chat. Anything old chat would.
I fixed the setting to where if I turn it back on, it shouldn't do it again. But I'm not gonna mess with it right now.
It's growing pains. You know, you learn to twitch. You're doing the stuff. You're doing the things. You hit a button, you break it. It breaks.
Yeah,
Stuff and things are right up Robert's alley. He loves stuff and things.
he really does. He even said it.
He did. That was his intro. He's like, I like stuff and I like things, and
That's
it's pretty good.
I don't think you can go wrong with liking stuff and things.
Wait,
There's so many. good
feel like
stuff.
you can. That so much could go wrong with.
Yeah, because I mean, it could be
Oh,
any
but
kind
you're
of
right.
things, and
Any kind of things and any kind of stuff. There's a lot that can go wrong there.
As long as the Cash App is good, it's fine.
Well, I like my stuff and things. So like the stuff and things you might like are different.
Run me that Venmo.
Ooh, I see. You weren't specific with that. You just said stuff and things. Now, if you said stuff and things that I like, or some other specifics
I
towards
said I
you,
like
go
stuff
different.
and things. So if it's me liking stuff and things, then it's my perception of liking it.
Oh,
it could be misconstrued as he likes stuffing things.
Could be.
Yeah,
I don't
like
want to be
Or
the one
that-
to say that.
Like to go to Build-A-Bear and you like to stuff a bear, you know? Like you just like doing
Wait,
that.
that's not what we were talking about?
No. Well, maybe. I don't
Stuff
know.
and space.
Well, there's also space and time. I like that too.
That's so
like-
valid. That's so
I
valid.
mean, space and time is just a man-made construct.
What?
No,
Well, time is man-made.
Time is just a man-made
I don't think
construct. Space is there.
Yeah,
Time. Not.
agreed.
Or is it?
Time is still like
Time is just man-made. There's no such.
no, time exists, but the structure of time, like where you can tell time, is man-made.
Yeah, seconds are made up.
how it is.
Minutes
Like,
are made up.
I thought that was just for like us.
Because some
Yeah,
minutes
think of
pass
a
way
measure-
faster than others.
Seconds is like a measurement of time, but you know, we have the metric system and the whatever system in our universe. So there could be different ways of understanding it.
All right. So you have spent the last little bit of time, I don't remember exactly how much, kind of being a nomad, hoping to find information that can lead you to what you're seeking. In your travels, you have heard of a group of outlaws in Sherwood Forest, who is rumored to be beginning a revolution. In this process of beginning a revolution, they are unearthing a lot of old tomes, old spell books, ancient lore, magic items and artifacts. And you think that by possibly going there and talking to these people and joining the band, you may be able to learn more about yourself, or at least have access to the materials to learn more about yourself. Are at the very least, you know you can get experience there to grow stronger, to find any answers yourself that the band can't help you find. So that is why you are heading towards the Band of Merry Men. How are you traveling? What does that look like?
Wait, a lot of buttons. I did not want. Okay, hold on. Hit a lot of buttons. I would be traveling. I would think how far would I be traveling? Because it would just all depends. Like, where would I be last to get to the Band of Merry Men? Because that'd be like, would I have? Actually, I have no money. I would have had to walk. I have no
Yeah,
money.
you can be coming from anywhere. You
So
left
I have to-
Nottingham a while ago. So
I gotta walk it because I got no money, so I can't get it unless I'm walking it.
So you've been traveling on foot for weeks and weeks and weeks. You entered Sherwood Forest, not really knowing where you were going, and you learned pretty quickly that like Sherwood Forest is as dark and magical as people say. You have faced things that you do not understand in Sherwood. There's whispering shadows at night. There's monsters you don't have names for. At least once or twice, you barely escaped with your life during your travels through these woods. But you get to a bridge one evening. This stone bridge that travels over a river. And you can see red and orange leaves up above the bridge. And there's this little thought in your head, and you think maybe you're getting close to your destination. You don't know what is telling you that, but it's just like a gut feeling.
The bridge is there like there's just leaves flying in the air? Like, what are you talking? Like, what do you mean? Like, is it like look
It's like-
weird or?
Roll me a perception, but no, it doesn't look weird. It looks very normal, but I'll tell you exactly what you see based off your perception.
Okay, hold on. 1d20. My perception is probably awful. Oh, it's a +1. What do you know? Okay.
Not sure what you're seeing.
Yeah.
You think you're going in the right direction, but you've been traveling a really, really long time. Honestly, you're tired. You probably have like at least one level of exhaustion at this point, especially traveling alone in a dangerous area.
Sure. So we'll start I mean, if everything looks normal, I'll start walking across the bridge.
Okay. You walk across the bridge without any events. And as you get over the like highest part of the bridge, you can see the clearing below you, and you see a giant red oak clearing.
A red oak clearing, like just a bunch of oak trees, like.
There's one big giant red oak in the center of the clearing. It's what is on Foundry now.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. And that's just all I see, just a giant.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
thing.
That's really the only
And
important
I know
thing
I
of
wrote
note in
it.
here.
Cool. I know I wrote perception really bad, but is there any way like I could not? I guess with perception again, unless it's a new area, so I can roll again. But like, does anything give me like the spooks? Like, do I feel like because it's an opening, right, and just a random tree? So like, I'm in a forest where I know a lot of stuff is bad when I'm trying to find stuff and a random thing. So now I'm like, I'm on edge around every corner.
Do you want to try an investigation? I'd allow an investigation right now to see more.
Yeah, we could do that. Investigation. Okay.
Because at this point, you know you're not seeing very well because of how tired you are. You can tell things are kind of blurry, out of focus. So now you're actively trying
So I'm just like
to
like, yeah. Nope.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's better than a 3. Yeah, This just seems like an empty clearing. There's a few birds flying around. They seem relatively peaceful. It's just after sunset, so it's dusk. It's pretty dark. But this tree just seems powerful, almost. Like, this tree is like awe-inspiring. Upon further investigation, it's like really old with like gnarled branches and
Sure.
ancient.
So I don't see anything, but still being alert around every corner and getting like, have a point of exhaustion and going into a clearing. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, and I'll go walk over to the tree.
So you're trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, I turned invisible, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna, well, not like stealthy. I'm just like, hey, because I know it's a clearing, so there's not much I can do to be like stealthy. There's nowhere to hide, so I'm just gonna be like, hey, invisible, just in case anything is seeing me or looking at me. But I feel an aura to this tree, so let me go check this out. Maybe I'm in the right direction, but just in case, invisible.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Then I guess advantage because I'm invisible.
Yes.
What would my stealth be? My stealth is a -1. Not bad.
Yeah, so you don't seem to alert anything. And you walk up to the tree. Nothing really changes for what you see or feel as you walk closer, though.
Tree?
Hmm?
Can I touch the tree?
Yeah, you can touch the tree.
I want to touch the tree.
Okay.
Just like, because if it's giving this power aura off, I just want to be like, touch it. What is this thing? Touch.
Okay, give me a minute. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Of course I do. And my wisdom is trash.
I think you
Great.
do you get disadvantage on saving throws when you're exhausted? Level 1 of exhaustion.
Oh, I don't know. Top of my head. I know there's different stuff. I just don't know what. I know you get I know it's like attacks or disadvantage, I think, but I don't know about saving throws. Someone can look that up.
I've got a question on my DM screen here. Let me look at it.
Wisdom -1. Awesome.
Nice.
I rolled so bad on my stat rolls.
Okay, it's disadvantage on ability checks for survival.
Okay, so this is just a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, so
So
saving throws are on
So-
level 3, so we're just on level 1.
cool. So, but still a -1, so that's still here we go. Nat 20. -1.
Nat 20. That's okay. That's okay. We can still nat 20 it. That's good. Okay, 2-minute break while I write what happens next, because this is all going to be improv. You're welcome, because I do my best work with improv.
Want me to describe who the person yet or no? My character?
I forgot to have you do that. Please do that.
Oh, you're
Please
typing it?
describe what your character looks
Sure.
and send a picture when you're done.
Sure. So you have a human, black hair with white streaks, piercing blue eyes, not wearing regular clothing. I would say like normal clothing, but it has some fur around the collar, but just for aesthetic, not for like coldness or anything, just to look cool because it's wearing like cut off sleeves that looks like kind of like a vest. Has a large staff with a gem on top of it. about 5'10", 150, 160 pounds, like, in a, but like cut, mainly all just walking and stuff, so in good shape. And yeah, that's the character. So I just sent a picture of it in chat. She's doing that. When I was doing my rolls for, I don't know how everyone else did on their rolls when building their character, but I just got atrocious out of so many of them.
I got a -1 on my.
I have -1 on. I rolled 1, 2. I have 3 -1s and a 0.
God damn.
And then I have a +2 and a +4. But literally -1, -1, -1. I had then like a 0,
Oh, exhausted.
+2, +4, and it was. You can't choose the role, but I was just like, at least the character I built, I was able to give him like the stats he needed. But like, oh man, that's why I'm like, wisdom saving throw, great.
I rolled dog shit when I did that kind of stuff.
What happened?
I thought I rolled dog shit on my fucking ability scores.
I did terrible. But at least like the part that, like you can tell with the staff, I'm a spellcaster. Like I was able to get some sort of spellcast. Like I was able to get a good roll for that. Like I was able to get at least one good roll and then another good roll somewhere else. But like, yeah, everything else was just like, yeah. So we're it's gonna be, but like we're gonna have to finagle a lot of things. Like I'm gonna have to pick my spells going forward as I like level up more carefully to make sure, like, in RP situations and stuff, I could be like, hey, I can't do that spell. Squishy character before, so this is going to be very interesting being so squishy.
I'm usually a squishy character.
Again, the last campaign I was a barbarian, a ranger, like, especially the barbarian. Like I can do whatever I want. But now I'm like, I get hit, I go down. What happened? What'd you say, Shady?
Oh, I just said I've been playing like a bard and then a rogue. Falata.
No, I squishier than that.
A high-level bard with 60 hit points was really sad until I fixed it. I was like, this is really unfortunate. Level 10 with my.
Yeah, if I ever get to 60, I feel like if I ever get to 60 hit points, I'll be like, wow, that's crazy.
With your
The way
negative.
it started.
Negative.
Constitution, I have a positive. I had to sacrifice, like, again, I rolled and I was like, all right, like, it was one of those things where I had to be like, where's gonna go where, And I was like, no, I'm like, he can't be that squishy. I was like, I need something. So Constitution, I made sure I had a positive. One of the 2 positives was the Constitution.
Okay.
Not a great positive, but a positive.
I am ready to go.
Okay.
So you place your hand on the tree, and suddenly your vision begins to fade. There's a sharp pull as you find yourself swirling into a vortex of darkness that tears at your mind, leaving you gasping. Shadows writhe and clash against an overwhelming force of darkness, their forms tangled in a chaotic and violent struggle. 2 divine powers, impossibly vast and terrible, collide with such intensity that the air itself feels like it's being crushed. The ground beneath him splinters and fractures, the sky above warps and twists, swallowing light and sound. A voice, sultry, commanding, and echoing as if from everywhere and nowhere, whispers through the din, almost hypnotic in its certainty. Find Annabelle. End the cycle. The words snake through the chaos, insistent, repeating like a heartbeat as the darkness around him swirls violently, threatening to consume everything. Alistair is dragged from one scene to another, flashes of incomprehensible moments. He stumbles forward, his boots splashing in shallow pools of blood, only to see it staining his hands. Warm, thick, clinging to his skin as if it belongs to him. But whose blood? He doesn't know. He looks up, but the vision shifts again, faster this time. Find Annabelle. End the cycle. Before him, an ice shard glistens unnaturally, reflecting twisted images in its cold, slick surface. The shard is buried in someone's chest. A man? A woman? Their face flickers, blurry, unrecognizable. His hand trembles on the hilt, grabbing it tightly as if he is the one who placed it there. Not hilt. His hand trembles on the shard, gripping it tightly as if he is the one who placed it there. He feels the resistance, the ice melting beneath his touch as if the shard itself represents its place in the world. A battle rages around him, a cacophony of thunderous crashes and the dull roar of shadows smashing against darkness. He's pulled again, tumbling through space as if the ground no longer exists. The air is thick and choking, the weight of shadow pushing against his lungs, suffocating. He gasps for breath, but the world spins violently. Another flash. He sees himself standing still in the chaos, but it is not truly him. A shadow, dark and consuming, wraps around him like a living thing, curling and writhing, banding him in its grip. His reflection is twisted. His eyes are hollow pits of black, his skin pale, his expression cold and cruel, as if he is no longer in control. The shadow becomes him. He feels it creeping into his soul, twisting and warping something deep inside. Find Annabelle. End the cycle. The voice grows louder, more demanding, as the weight of the words pound against his mind. In one final blinding rush of sensation, the world sharpens for a brief moment, as if reality itself is holding its breath. Alistair stands alone now, in a barren landscape of ash and ruin. At his feet lies an artifact, a strange, twisted thing of shadow and gold, pulsating with dark energy. He recognizes it, though he has never seen it before. His hands move of their own accord, reaching for it, fingers brushing the surface, cold and unnerving. The artifact feels alive, its power radiating like a sickness, yet it calls to him. As he grasps it, the world around him crumbles. The ground falls away, consumed by the artifact's growing hunger. Shadow bleeds into every crack and crevice, swallowing the sky, the earth, the very air itself. Alistair watches, horrified, as the world itself is devoured, reduced to nothingness. And at the center of it all stands Alistair, clutching the artifact, watching as everything in existence fades into the void. The voice, now close, intimate, dripping with finality. Find Annabelle, end the cycle, then find me at the falls. Your vision begins to fade back to reality as your experience comes to an end.
You hear me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I was saying I'm right back by the tree.
Yep.
I'm still invisible, so I'm just gonna take a breath and kind of.
Invisible is a concentration spell, right?
No. Yes. No. I have it as it is concentration up to 1 hour, or if I use a spell or attack, then I would lose it. But
So
not
this
if I get hit.
this vision is definitely a chance to interrupt concentration. So go ahead and roll a. Is it a con check for concentration, or is it your spell?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Okay.
Constitution saving throw,
saving
and
throw
it,
for me.
and then it would be normally, 10 or half the damage. Okay, so let's see. Or unless you have like a special DC for this. So what the hell's my Constitution? Probably saving throw. Ooh, it's a +4. That's nice.
Yeah, you're still invisible.
Cool. Can I? I'll gather myself, but I want to like quickly like take a look around, like, and see. Is there anything? Was there someone there like controlling me? Was it like the tree? Do I like? Can I put stuff together? Like, what was going on? Like, why did this vision happen when I touched the tree? Like, I want to touch. Like, I want to touch the tree again. Does like anything happen? Kind of like full investigation of like what the hell just happened.
Yeah, an insight check.
Sure. Insight -1.
You have no idea. Not a clue. You're like, the fuck?
Okay.
The fuck just happened?
Yeah.
What is this?
What just happened? Okay. So, but if I touch the tree, I don't get like another vision. It doesn't like try to eat me again or anything. Okay. So I'm just going to just be like, I don't like this, and I going to just start walking and continuing what I was doing. I'm like, all right, this isn't some weird holographic area to get me to the answer, so we're going to keep on moving.
Wonderful. Which
That
way
was just some crazy stuff. Maybe.
are you heading?
Oh, back to the thing.
Yeah, which way are you heading?
Okay, so I'm at the Red Oak, so I could go to the Wilds, or I could go basic. I don't know what these things are, but I could basically go up left to where it says Wilds, or I could go to the Rowan Well. So backstory time, or just like quick up to here. What would I know of where I'm finding? You know what I mean? Like, how much am I completely like I'm just walking till I figure something out, or I'm like I have a general direction.
You heard on your travels that the stronghold is on the peninsula formed under Lake Belmont. That's where we are in this river peninsula.
Okay.
And you know the stronghold is somewhere on this peninsula. You don't know where.
Okay. So can I want to get out of there as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to again, whichever you know the area, whichever way has a more open path of like that's at least looks like a path, and I'm gonna go that way. Like even if it's not something good, like I want to be like, okay, this is bush, this is crazy bush, this is kind of open. Let's go this way.
Look, the most open is the one to the Rowan's Well, probably because the trees are less thick.
Okay, so we're gonna go. So we'll go that way. We'll head that way towards that.
Wonderful. I don't have a picture right now for Rowan's Well. I suppose I could throw it up real quick. I can make a new scene real quick. Let me do that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do something better than that. You are going to walk through Rowan's Well. You're not gonna find anything there, and you're gonna keep heading that direction to Luna's hideaway.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Oh, Luna. Okay. We'll go to Luna's hideaway.
Wait. Yeah, yes, this is exactly what's happening right now. I'm so excited. I didn't think this was going to happen this session.
Have you played with me yet? I do. That was gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You're opening future plot points.
Well.
I have it here, so I've got to find it on Discord. Sorry, this is taking a minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind.
So as you approach the second open area, you see what appears to be a glimmering barrier in front of you. like a magical glimmering barrier. And just beyond that barrier, you think you see just a glimpse. Come on, work with me, Foundry. There we go. Sorry, give me a second. There we go. You think you see a house.
It's all black, by the way.
Oh, because I have token vision on. Let me fix that. Voila!
Voila. Okay, so I see a house and a tree.
Yes. But it's flickering.
Okay.
It's like this barrier is hiding it, but badly.
Gotcha. And how, with my invisibility, how much, I last for an hour, so how long do I have still? Or is it gone?
You've got like 40 minutes left.
Okay, so we're pretty good. Okay, so I will, if there's like a barrier, I'll just like pick up a rock nearby and just like chuck it through the barrier, make sure like it doesn't want to eat me. Or like what it is, like, it's not like an electric fence or something. You just want to be like, hey, or whatever, like, hey, like, are you gonna explode? Do you let it go through? Do you let the rock through or whatever?
Yeah, it does let the rock through.
Okay, so I'll keep walking through then. If like, oh, well, it didn't stop it, so let's see what happens. I'll try to walk through it.
Wonderful. I'm just looking for pictures. I'm not planning something evil, I promise. Roll me an investigation check as you walk through and start investigating everything on this side.
Okay. Investigation.
You're just really distracted, aren't you?
I guess so.
Wonderful. So you're kind of just wandering around, looking for anything, and not finding much of anything.
Do I see the house that I walked through the barrier now, though?
Yes, you can see it clearly now.
So, this is the first actual like form of something to see. So I'll walk over to it. I'm still invisible, so like hopefully they don't see me. So I'll be a little stealthy, and see, like, try to look through a window or something and see like what is this place before I just like announce myself. Like, see if I could like be stealthy. The investigation didn't show much. Probably it's another investigation, but
yeah, but
at least be stealthy to try to look around.
Yeah. So roll me a So it looks like on mine and Robert's stream, our stream is frozen. Dark. I don't know if there's something we can do to check if we're streaming correctly.
What was the question? I apologize. I was answering a question to Tucci.
Oh, it's really delayed. It looks like I'm looking at it live right now. It's like a different thing is up.
Yeah, the map is delayed way longer than it's been delayed. Like, I do see our little voices indicator going off.
Okay.
But I don't see.
Yeah, the voice is live, but
I have to occasionally click on
the
Foundry application for it to reload. I don't know why, but I'll just try my best to keep that one up.
Wonderful. Thank you, tech support.
No problem.
Yeah, so roll me a perception check for looking through the window.
Okay. Perception again was +1.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, we got a roll.
So yeah, you see into a cute little cottage kitchen. There seems to be an elven woman. It looks like she is making some sort of baked good in her kitchen. Like she's rolling out some dough. And
Since
there's
I'm
her picture.
invisible, can I just like gotcha. So since I'm invisible, let me just like watch her for a minute, make sure she's not like doing anything shady before, because she's the first light, so I'll probably go talk to her. But let's be cautious and let's just watch her for.
She is crusting her bread with birdseed, but that's like the weirdest thing she's doing.
Okay, but nothing shady. Doesn't look crazy. Okay,
No.
so what I'll do is I'll drop. I'll walk away from the window so I'm not creepy. Then I'll drop invisibility and I will go over to the door and just knock on it.
You kind of hear like something like knock over, like she's surprised. Oh, no, I'll be right there. You hear footsteps as she's making her way to the front door. And she opens it. She looks surprised to see you. Oh, hello. Sky Mother told me to expect visitors today, but I did not think she was being serious, to be honest.
Hi. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be here today. But you're the first sign of life so far, I guess you could call it. I'm trying to find my way. I was just hoping you could help.
Oh, well, you must be very lost if you found me. People normally don't make it out this far.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say I'm pretty lost.
What are you trying to get to? Maybe I can help.
I don't honestly know. That's the issue. I was just kind of told to, like people gathering together over this way, that have similar interests, and I'm trying to see if my interests align with theirs, and maybe I could be of assistance. But there's really no
band.
I mean, I'm not looking for any musical people. No, I'm looking
No.
for, I'm not a musician, so no, I'm not looking to be in a band. But thank you. I mean, I like music. I'm happy to hear your band one day. But I'm looking for this group of people that want to do something. I don't know. Which of them are just aligned, so I can be assistants, so they can help me and I can help them.
She's
Do you have any-
laughing, kind of amused, and she's like, right, the Band of Merrymen, they're less about music and more about rebellion. I do think that's who you're looking for, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know who I'm looking for, but if they're this way, then it's possible. That's who I'm looking for.
Yeah, if you just keep heading let me look at my map. North from here, you'll make your way to the waterfall, past the waterfall, up the bridge through Feathers Land, and then further north until you hit Lake Belmont. Then you'll find the stronghold.
A waterfall?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick. Well, I didn't even get your name.
Oh, I'm Luna. What's your name?
Nice to meet. I'm Alistair.
Alistair. Okay. Very nice to meet you, Alistair.
Nice to meet you too. So, this waterfall you speak of, is it safe?
It is sacred.
Okay, that's something. Oh, you know what? You live here. Maybe I'll be on your way soon. I know you're probably busy. That big old tree over there, is it like cursed or something?
It is also sacred.
Not cursed. Like if you touch it, you'd be cursed forever. You're like, oh no, like that's not a thing.
Oh no, the tree's not gonna curse you, honey. Did you touch the tree?
Yeah, and things happened.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. You probably channeled into some divine energy there. Is that how you found me?
Well, I ran away from the tree in this direction because I was scared. I had all these shadows, and it was a vision. And then it said to find somebody. Then after it said find somebody, go to the waterfall. And now you're telling me about a waterfall, and I'm like, I really don't want to go to this waterfall right now. So,
Well, it sounds like Sky Mother is calling to you.
And who's Sky Mother?
She's Sky Mother. She's the goddess that raised me and travels through Sherwood.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess thank you. I'll head that way now. And it was nice meeting you.
Welcome. It was so nice to meet you too. Oh, and Alistair, by the way,
Yes.
don't tell anybody where you found me. I don't like visitors, but I'll make an exception for you anytime you want to say hi. Just do me a favor and don't tell people where to find me.
Okay, so someone asked, "Do I ever heard of you?" I've never heard of you. Or
Yeah, no, you've never heard of me.
okay, sure. But if I need you personally, I could come here and talk to you. Just don't bring anybody.
Really pleasant. Correct. Yes, those
You
are my
got it.
terms.
You got it. We could do that. Sure.
Cool. Safe travels.
Okay, well, it was nice. Yes.
All right, you head
All right.
north.
So I'm gonna follow the path she. So now I'm gonna follow the path she told me. Back up so I can.
Okay, wonderful. This is progressing things in a different way than I thought they would, so bear with me. Oh, fudge. How do I switch between icons? Like, if I'm trying to move people on the board, I can only see what that person sees now, and I can't see the other people to grab. Oh, I grabbed somebody on accident.
Hit escape.
And it worked.
Just, you could probably hit escape.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm in a thing. Okay. Okay. Am I controlling my player right now?
You are.
Well, the arrow's not letting.
Stream,
It
not
won't let me
see
arrow. Oh
both.
no. I think of.
I don't think I have my settings set up correctly. How do I make it so that the viewer on stream can see all three icons views?
Dark has to do the player stream, and then I look at my stream, but then there's like a player view that Dark would see that has like the full map. So he.
At
So he had
the
that set up
player
somehow.
view for viewer. How do I do that, Dark? Dark.
There's Dark.
My bad. I was muted. I was responding, but you'll go to your actor, hover over whoever it is you're trying to do the thing for. You'll right click, configure ownership, and then there should be a spot where you can make the viewer and observer for each of those, or an owner.
I hate that I blew my invisibility. Get it once for long rest, and I hate that I blew it. Oh well.
Okay, now does it work?
Those things don't currently have vision, but I see them.
They don't have vision.
I would help you, but
Wonderful.
I don't want to look at Discord and accidentally see stuff, so I'm gonna.
No, we're
ignore
good. I've got vision there now. Where did that go? Okay. Adding vision to this guy. There we go. How's that look on the viewer screen?
Better. Good.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and start moving around, exploring. Kind of tell us what you're doing as you're moving.
So, wish I was able to see a map too at the same time, just to be. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to see a map because I don't know where I am.
You do
so
know you're
let-
trying to head like. You think you're trying to
North.
head like this direction.
Right. So we're gonna keep going that way.
Okay.
And what we're just trying to do is we're following the path. I see right now it looks like a wolf, so we're gonna try to stay away from him. Can I be stealthy now and try to?
Do you see the wolf though? Roll me a perception. I know you see him on your map now, but do you?
I mean,
see him?
my.
Roll me a perception.
Oh, okay. So just because I can see him, you want me to? Got it. Okay.
Well, yeah, there is also a cliff between you and him and some shrubbery, so I want to make sure you do see it, or if you're still unaware. You as a
Sure.
player know that's there for sure, though.
Gotcha. Okay. What am I doing? Perception.
Mm-hmm.
+1. I should probably remember that for the time you did it already, but oh well.
You'll get it eventually. This is just game 1. Oh my good lord. You actually, between the cliff and the shrubbery, you do not see the wolf.
So we're just going to keep walking then. You know, what's... Now, I know this is a weird... It's going to be weird, but let me know when I would hear or know about a waterfall, because that was in my vision, and I'm scared of this waterfall. So, again, whenever that would be a thing, you let me know when it would be, because that's what I want to be very cautious. I'm like, I want to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is, like, we're going the right direction, but now we have to be, because this vision scared the crap out of me. All right, so we're just going to move, because it's not letting me hit the buttons. Okay. And we're just going to keep going. Why won't it let me just hit the thing? Whatever. Okay, so we'll just move this way. Okay. Oh, I see a bridge, so we're going to start heading towards the bridge. We're going to make it over here.
Here,
we're going to go to the bridge.
You hear the waterfall.
Do I see a waterfall? I just hear it.
You definitely see a waterfall to your left.
Okay.
To the left of the bridge, north of the bridge. I'm going to just...
Yeah, I see it. This white stuff over here.
Yeah.
Got it. So we'll cross the bridge, but we're going to keep our eyes and be like, you know, what's going on here, you know? Like, we're just going to keep walking, and we're going to be like, this is sketch, and we're just going to keep walking, and I'm going to go until you tell me what to do. Just... Okay, we're over the bridge. I cannot move, like, I'm having issues a little bit. That's okay. All right, and then... Ooh. Crossing the bridge, do I see anything of, like, indication? Like, I could see, like, I see a bunch of shrubbery here. I see a way to turn. See up here, there's, it looks like just the waterfall. So we'll just keep walking away from the waterfall. We're going to go now. We're not going that way. We're going to keep following the path. And we're going to keep following it.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling a little bit turned around at this point. You feel like you're not headed in the right direction anymore, but you are a wee bit lost. Where we headed next?
All right, so if I'm feeling all turned around, let's go back up towards the top of the waterfall. And let's get up to here where it's like I can see. Can I make a perception or kind of like a visual, like, okay, I'm here. If I go backwards and I can see like how to get north again?
Yeah, you're actually up there. That's like the highest point up there. So you can kind of see a little further out. Let me give you some bigger visibility since you're up on a high area so you can see.
Yeah, I can't move myself. I can't like, if someone can move the map like to the right or something, I just can't. Oh, that works too. Okay.
Yeah, I just cleared your vision. So you can see everything
Gotcha.
further because you're on top of like a mountainy area. You can kind of see. Can you see my thing waving around over the waterfall?
Yep, I can see
My
it.
cursor. Okay,
Yep.
so over here.
Hold on 2 seconds. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. My dog wanted to come inside the room.
You're good. So following my cursor over here, this is where you see the most paths that lead north. This
Okay.
is all like wilderness.
Okay, so we're just gonna head back that way then. If that's all pathway over there, we'll just. So I'm just gonna do a jump skip down to here, unless you
Okay,
don't
roll
care.
me. I don't care. But at this point, roll me another perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah. You hear some rustling in the bushes at the bottom of the cliff, but you can't make out what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll go back to kind of our starting point, which was like there. And then when we saw the cliff, we know we have to go north, so we're gonna go this way. Whoop. That looks like an opening.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just get over this way. All right, this looks just like a clearing. Do I see which way I could go from here?
Directly north, it should take you into Feathers Land.
So just keep going this way like that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Getting into Feathers Land, you do see a house there as well. Are you going to stop at the house there or keep moving through Feathers Land like Luna said?
What?
What does it look like? Okay. Let me make a scene. You're doing way more exploring than I thought you would. No, I might as well make a scene.
Apparently I went the wrong way. I guess we're exploring.
We are exploring where I did not know we would.
I kind of like it because it's like a little introduction to the forest.
Yeah, I do too.
The vision. There we go.
It is not
This
as
is a cute little cottage.
It is super cute. It is not as bright because it is nighttime.
Okay. So
but this is the cottage.
what I would. Oh, it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how dark are we talking?
Set like an hour ago.
So, like, do I need dark vision to be able to see what I'm doing, or like, can I like? What?
We're gonna say it's dim lighting, just for sake
Okay,
of
because I could.
There's three moons in
do something.
Draysol. There's 3 moons in Draysol.
That's fine.
So we've
just
got
making sure,
plenty
like,
of
I can
light.
see because I don't have. I'm like, I don't have dark vision, so just making sure, like, can I see or do I gotta do something?
You can see well enough for RP, as long as we don't get into combat.
Okay. So I guess I see this cottage. Can I Oof, I can't be as stealthy here. We got to make sure we're going the right direction. Let me knock on the door. We're gonna talk to this person too. We'll knock on the door, but then we're gonna move. There's like steps there. We're gonna move off the steps. We're gonna walk away. We're gonna knock and then go like down the steps to the street and be like, "What?" You know, so I'm far away
Okay.
because I can't be stealthy. So I don't want to be creepy, but I'll just be
Yeah, you
cautious.
see the door swing open, and you see this girl standing there. She has light blue eyes that kind of like look through you instead of at you. And she goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yes, sorry to intrude. I'm just lost, and I'm just wondering if you know, kind of thing, where I should be going.
I would have to know where you're going to answer that question.
You see, I was told recently that it's a thing called the Band of Merry Men. That's as much as I know, and they're somewhere here, but no one's telling me where. They just told me to go this way, and I just keep getting lost.
You're pretty close.
Okay.
Would you like me to lead you the rest of the way there? I have someone I need to see there anyways.
I mean, if you want, that's cool. What's your name?
Feather.
What was it, Feather?
Feather.
Oh, Feathers. It's nice to meet you. Is this your house? Do you live here?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. And you have a pet crow? Or raven?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh. Very cool, very cool.
His name is Corvid.
Corvid?
Corvid.
Okay. Cool. Just out of curiosity, and then we can start heading out this way. I just had some weird experiences so far in these woods, as you can imagine. There was a giant like red tree a little while back. Is that thing cursed?
Tree? No, it's not cursed. Why would you think it's
Sure.
cursed?
So I decided to touch it, like you do to a
Uh-huh.
tree, and yeah, I had a vision, but it wasn't good. And
well-
it didn't feel like a vision. It felt like it was a thing. Like it wasn't a vision. It was more real than that. If that makes sense.
Well, if Karma's showing you visions as you visit her oak, you have an important path ahead of you.
Cool. All right. Well, as long as it's not cursed, that's good. I mean, well, that being said, I mean, if you like to show me the way, I'm happy to walk with you. And if you're going that way, that'd be phenomenal. Can I do anything to help you? Do you need help with anything? If you're gonna help me, you'll help me. I help you, type of thing.
Owe me one later. How's that sound? A favor, something?
Sure. Yeah. We could do that. That works.
Wonderful. She's going to close her door and turn to lead you. Can you what?
Nothing. Never mind. I'm not doing it.
Okay. She's going to start leading you north, towards the fortified zone.
Okay, and just because it's dark, and just because this person's helping it to be nice, I'm just gonna cast light, just so it's a little lighter. I'm just gonna be like, hey, like I know it's dark, light. Just so we're walking.
She's going to say, "Oh, the dark doesn't matter to me," and she's going to keep walking.
I can't really see, so so it was one of those things where I was trying to be nice to you.
Does he
but you
say that out loud?
Hey,
does he say that out loud?
100% says it out loud. Like, hey, like I can't really see in the dark.
Well,
Like I was trying to be
can't-
nice, be like, hey, look, light, and then like I was like, okay, cool.
So you're gonna go, well, I can't really see in the dark, so, and she's gonna go, oh, well, I can't really see at all, so.
Oh, well then, I guess that works out. Cool. I'm okay. I guess I follow you. And then in my head, I'm like, I'm following a blind person. This is gonna go great. Okay. Hopefully they know where they're going.
So she takes you, it takes only about 10 minutes. She's not looking at where she's going. Her eyes are still the same way they were when they met you, just gazing straight through what's straight in front of her. She seems to be walking these paths as if she's very familiar with them, but by memory, instead of by sight. And she brings you to the gate of the stronghold. Here we
Yeah,
are.
no, this you knew where you were going. This is definitely the place. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I trade with them often, services, goods, supplies. We have
What do you like? What type of
relationship.
what type of stuff do you trade? Like what type of stuff do you trade?
I'm often a go-between between the elves in the surrounding areas. I have also helped with some other more hush-hush missions. I don't know. I'm here. I don't really affiliate with them as a member, but I'm here to help.
So, you have stuff to buy, or you just do things like what? Like so, what do you do?
This and that.
Love the vagueness of it. Good. Well, I mean, you got me this far. I mean, you know what? I won't question it. So far, hopefully you're not leading me to die. So let's do this.
She's gonna laugh and she's gonna be like, "Oh, Alistair, if I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you back at my house, not at the stronghold where they would catch me."
Reassurance. Good. Well, okay.
Wonderful. So, the guards up at the top see you and they see Feather. She gives a wave as she approaches. She's not really looking up at the top. She knows the routine is all it is. And the doors swing open and you see the stronghold for the first time. Not only do you see the stronghold, but you see Renan. He is on the opposite side of these gates. And as
Giant Warforge?
The giant Warforge, and he is pointing towards the gate. Okay. And as he is doing this, he's looking down at Serenity, and Serenity is going, "Gate." Saying the word, "Gate."
Okay, so it doesn't feel like I walked in and he's pointing at me, and I'm like, shit. Like, I ain't get that.
Maybe for a minute he might be pointing at you, but then you clearly hear Serenity go, "Gate," and it's kind of obvious that they're talking about the gate.
Okay. Cool. I'll look over to Feather and I go, well, thanks for getting me here. Any suggestions on where to go? I've heard of a person called Annabelle. Like she would, but I don't know who that is. I just heard that name kind of floating around.
You're asking Feather that?
Yeah, straight.
I mean, Annabelle's a pretty important person around here, but I don't know her very well. My guess is she is somewhere where there's alcohol. Maybe check the tavern.
Okay. Will do. Do I need to, real quick, and I'll let you go do your stuff. I know you got important things to do with all your hush-hushness. Do I need to do anything to, check in and be like, hey, don't kill me, I'm trying to be here, type of thing?
You can name with the guards here at the gate. They'll send your name on to HQ and give you a bunk assignment. Hopefully they can do that.
So I'm just in, late. I'm just here, and I'm like,
you will have to
so
go
they'll just
through
take
orientation.
Anyone in?
They would take basically anyone. Yes, you will have to go through orientation tomorrow morning, bright and early with Gaia. If you don't show, they will send someone to find you.
Sure.
And they'll put you through a little circle of truth, make sure you're not, here to kill us all. And
Okay.
then you're officially part of the band. It's so late right now. No one's gonna be available to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I should go back and talk to those guards, was what you're saying.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Just leave your name with them.
Okay. Sure. So I'll let you go do your thing. Thanks again. Maybe I'll come by your hut sometime. We'll talk more, about these hush hush stuff. It sounds really cool. I want to hear more about it. So maybe it's something I can help you out with. You can help me out with. There's a lot of stuff I'm trying to figure out, and I just want answers to my own questions, and maybe helping you can help me. So I don't know. We'll see. But thank you, and I'll just walk away, and go to the guards and be like, all right, hey, hello. I was told to check in.
Yeah. Pretty just normal ass guards. They're gonna take your name down. They're not too interested in chatting with you. But they tell you to report at HQ right at sunrise. And they kind of like point out where HQ is. So taking a look at this map, the gate you're at is right here. Can you see my mouse circling the gate? Anybody? You see my cursor circling the gate?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
I see it on
Jesse.
stream.
Okay, so this right here is the direction they point to indicate where HQ is.
Okay, cool. Got it. And anywhere to sleep for the night?
They point towards the barracks, which isn't, you can't see the barracks, but they say, like, if you go past the market and past the training grounds, you'll see the biggest building in the back is for where the barracks are.
Okay, cool. Got it. Awesome. Thanks. And then I'll just start. I mean, as no one's going to stop me, I'm just going to start exploring. Like, just casually walk the area, see what's going on. And not really talk to anybody, just kind of like be like, hey, I'm here. Let's see what this place is. And then I'll head probably, Better said go to a tavern. So
yeah,
we'll head to the tavern.
Okay, so yeah, you travel down the marketplace. It's closing time, so most of the booths are closed or closing. Behind the market, you hear at least the sounds of a forge, and then further down the market, you smell and hear the sounds of what must be a tavern. You walk into the Moonshine Rush, and you see mayhem, in short, a bunch of chaos, fun chaos. There's shots going on in the corner. There's some darts. And here we have almost everybody is here now, I believe.
What does this do?
We have Red, Hell, Eska, Periwinkle, Phaedra, and Annabelle.
Well, I wouldn't know who any of these people are, so I would just walk in and I would go up to the bar and I would talk to whoever the bartender is.
Yeah, you see Gloss. I know I sent her picture earlier. I'm going to send it again just in case we have some new viewers. And who doesn't love seeing Gloss? She's a beauty. Well, hello there, a new face. What can I get for you?
Is stuff, drinks.
Drinks. What kind? I have plenty.
I mean, just in general, like, what are the prices here?
Oh, for everybody, this is something important. For everybody, whenever you order anything from the tavern, one food item or one drink is just always, you know what? I used to have it always be a silver piece, but I think now food's going to be one silver piece and a drink is going to be a copper piece. That's how we're doing it. just standard so that it's really easy. You can just add up everything you may have been charged, and that's what you owe Gloss. Easy peasy?
Easy peasy.
Sweet. We like that mechanic.
Sounds good.
Cool. It'll just be a copper piece for a drink.
Oh, well, that's great. I could do that. Yeah, I would love nice cold when she got something nice and strong. It's been a long day, and just out of curiosity, I'm new. Heard whispers. Again, I don't know much about it in anything, right? I was told to find someone named Annabelle. Is that a person? Is that even a correct name? I don't know. I just heard that name whispering around, and I was just like, that's what I was told. So I was like, hey, let me see who this person is, if they're even a person.
Gloss is kind of going to chuckle and be like, well, you came to the right place for her. And she's going to point about 10 feet to your right, where Annabelle is taking her shot with Hell. Not with Hell, with Red. Annabelle's drinking with Red, not Hell.
Hear this conversation, though, right?
They're kind of focused on
She
their own
didn't
thing. Yeah, she didn't hear you. Or at
Okay.
least she did not appear
So I just hear her.
to hear you. You just see her taking a shot of
I just hear-
bourbon
I
with someone else.
I go, cool. Thank you. And yeah, I'll just have a drink, and that would be great.
She's gonna slide you over a tall, cold glass of her strongest dwarven ale. Oh, and your intoxication threshold, you're a human, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's going to be your constitution score, not modifier, just +1. That is your intoxication threshold. The drink you are drinking now is a drink strength of 3, so you will take 3 intoxication points. Let me know when you hit your threshold.
So wait, so my constitution score, so my, like...
What's your top constitution
Which
score?
number are we going off of? Like the full number?
Yeah.
Like 15?
15. Perfect. +1. So your constitution, your intoxication threshold is
So
16.
we're not... Gotcha. So we're not talking modifiers or anything like that. It's just straight
Correct.
up the stat roll I rolled.
Yeah, +1.
Gotcha. 1 corporate.
So you are at a 3 intoxication right now. Once you hit 16, let me know. Or higher.
Okay, so if I only had 1 gold to my name, so this would mean I would have 99 copper left after I get rid of 1 gold.
Or 9 silver and 9 copper.
Gotcha. Well, I'll do this for 9 silver, 9 copper.
Yeah.
I'll do that math. That's fine. Okay. Cool. And I'll take the drink, and I will just go sit down and just drink and observe for now, or stay at the bar. I'll stay at the bar, like at wherever the seat I just went to. I just kind of just drink and chill.
Okay. So we are technically over stream time. We have not gotten to introduce one of our players yet. If we keep going to introduce this player, we will be playing at least another 30 minutes, but definitely not longer than 45. Send me a private message right now if you cannot stay awake that long. You do not have to say anything out loud, just send me a private message. We are not be able to continue, which I feel really bad because Meech was not able to play today. But we will be beginning with Meech, and we will be having a battle map and possible combat next, the beginning of next session to introduce Meech's character. I am so sorry, Meech. You're on mute, Meech. I don't know if you know.
Do you think Meech is asleep?
I know Meech is not asleep.
We got a thumbs up.
Thank you everybody for coming. How does everybody feel?
Excited.
Yeah.
That was good. Intros usually take the longest to start, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
makes
that's
sense that it
always
was
the
a long,
hardest.
a long stream.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to throw backstory in, like some people's had like, hey, we're going to throw backstory that's going to make sense eventually, like start weaving threads. Like,
Yeah.
it takes time. So
Yeah,
it makes
I was
sense that they
definitely
went very
weaving
long.
some threads. There's even more threads. The best threads are honestly Meech's character's arc. I was really excited for that. But it'll just have to be the star of the show next time we meet. So for anybody watching, come join us next week. You will be able to dive into the world of AIM, which is Dark's brain baby as opposed to Bomb. I'm really excited to play in Moronin with him next week, and then we will be continuing our Bomb storyline the week after that. So we will be alternating weeks, as Dark said earlier. I hope that you guys join us for both adventures. All right. I can't see chat still on Twitch. Do I have someone who has eyes on there to see if we have anything to respond to before we go?
I don't currently
Or
see
info?
any messages.
Nothing going on.
Nope.
But I figure I will also say thank you guys for the people in chat who are still watching, people who came in and stopped by for a little bit, said a few things. Thank you all for showing support and following, things like that. If you guys came in late, this will be up on our YouTube the weekend or the Friday before the next Band of Merry Men session. So not this coming up Friday, but the Friday after that. It'll be up by then. That'll be our first video going up on our YouTube. And that will be the schedule to follow from that point on. Is every session will go up the Friday before the next session is streamed. But that is all. That is all from me. Are there any other things that think of to say before we skadoot?
I just want to reiterate thank you to everyone who stopped by and watched. Also, I just got a reminder. I need to let you guys know. That I'm being asked if you guys got a mission point for today, and I want to say yes, but also I don't know that enough was done.
If it was me, I would say no.
Like, I want to give you a mission point. You'll definitely be able to earn one next. Like, next one is definitely going to be a mission point. And if we had done everything I wanted to do today, it might have been a mission point, but I think I'm going to say no for this one.
That's fair.
Hooey.
Wonderful. Okay.
We got some commentary in the chat.
We got some commentary in the chat. What's it saying?
Oh, they had asked if the introduction from Meech was going to be a cliffhanger, and I responded in chat. I said yes for now. His intro will start the next bomb session most likely.
Yeah, we're gonna start. There was I will give you guys a slight spoiler. That little wolf, not so little wolf, it's a large creature wolf. That Alistair avoided and failed to see 2 perception rolls with. That was gonna be Meech's intro.
Oh man!
Oh
well,
my
you put
God.
it in the south. If you put it in the north, I could have ran into him.
That's hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah. So well, technically, you weren't supposed to go that way. So I was gonna put the whole group on that map later, and that's why like I just didn't move him from where he was gonna be when the whole group showed up. So like when you moved past him, like that was like he was gonna be introduced earlier than I had planned if you had seen him.
Yeah, no, I just went the way that it felt like I should have, and I ran into people.
2 people who don't live at the stronghold because they don't want to be bothered.
Oh, one said, "Don't forget who I am." The other one is like, "Yeah, I do shady things." It's like, cool.
Say that.
All right. Officially, thank you and goodbye from us at Not By the Handbook. I think we can end stream now.
Hold on. Sorry, there was another.
Let's answer it.
So
What's it say?
said,
Never mind.
yes, I heard that, but it feels like the introduction of the main character will be the next episode.
In our hearts and souls, absolutely.
Maybe Meech really is the main character. We're all just here for
Yeah,
funsies,
so that
guys.
that's
Meech is the main
that's the
character.
confusion. Is
That's
I
canon
don't know
now.
if what if we label Meech as the main character and then just the Conan character ends up being like a full flop? That would suck. But I don't doubt that Conan is going to be a wonderful character that we get to meet in the next episode. I've seen Meech's characters in action before. They're genuinely really good characters.
I'm excited. I will say his character introduction is going to probably confuse you guys, probably cause a lot of chaos and possibly some inter-party conflict already.
Fun.
Great.
As it should.
I'm excited
honestly.
to find out.
Well, I didn't think I was the main character, but maybe.
I
Me
guess
too.
we'll find out
I
next
saved the
episode.
best for last. I saved the best for last, Meech.
On Disney Channel. Then
Careful, we'll get an NDA.
from them we might.
Right?
The mouse is not playing.
All
We
right.
say fuck way too often on this stream to be fucking with Disney.
That's very true.
That's cool.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you
Bye.
next weekend.
Eh,
See ya.
see ya.
Bye. See you next week.